Hey everyone, welcome to Secure Visa's Facebook Live session today. I am Jess. I'm education specialist from Secure Visa. Wow, TGIF. Thank God it's Friday. Tama ba ako? Thank you for joining me today for our Facebook Live. Thank you for joining me for another day. No, this is a good day to learn about the study pathway. Tama ba ako? All right, okay. Now for our today's live session, no, we are going to learn how to study and immigrate in Canada. So, are you guys ready? All right, I knew you guys are ready, no? So before that, before anything else, mamaya i-introduce ko sa inyo yung colleague ko who will be our host for today. And guess what, guys, no? She is actually based in Canada. Yes, so are you guys excited? Makaka-relate tayo sa kanya kasi she is going to share paano ba yung naging journey niya being an international student din, no? So, I know marami sa inyo dito yung curious kung mahirap bang maging isang international student sa Canada. So later, let's find out. And of course, since this is another live session with us today, syempre, meron kaming isi-share na isang partner schools din namin who's going to share with you guys paano ba or what does it takes to be an international student? Am I qualified to be one? Kailangan ba bachelor's graduate ako? Or pwede ba kahit na high school graduate ako? So malalaman natin yan later on. Of course, mag-share din siya what are the programs no na ino-offer ng schools nila. And ang pinaka tanong ng lahat, no, ng everyone. For sure, that's one of the questions talaga na na-encounter natin, which is magkano ba ang kailangang investment on taking the study pathway? So stay tuned. And in 3 minutes, everyone, we will going to start our presentation. Pero while waiting for others to join in, no? So I just want to connect with you guys. Can you type in on the comment section where you are right now? Saan ba kayo nagwa-watch sa akin ngayon sa live? Sige, let's see. Ayan, habang naghihintay tayo, no, for others to join in, can you type in kung saan kayo ngayon nanonood? I'll be waiting for your comments. Sige. Israel, hello Zednem. Juana, Israel, good morning sa'yo. Good afternoon here from us sa Philippines. Thank you for joining us. Okay, we'll wait some more. We have Jeffrey from Philippines. Hello, Jeffrey. Thank you for joining us as well. Can you guys share our Facebook Live para mas maraming makapanood sa atin at marami ding malaman nyo yung makapag-learn today about the study pathway for Canada. Diba? The more the merrier, the better. Okay, Angel, no, from Singapore. We also have Kungayaw Nelin from the Philippines. Hi! Ayan. So we have Melody from the Philippines. Sige, comment lang kayo guys. Ayan. Thank you sa pag-like. Right now, we have 29 viewers. All right. Mm-hmm. Sige, we're still waiting. We have Mean from the Philippines. Mariel from Saudi. Hi. Tama ba ako, Mariel? Right now sa Saudi is weekend ba ninyo or off nyo ba today? Rosalie from the Philippines. For those na naka-off today, thank you so much guys for joining us on our Facebook Live. Yeah, right now we are on 34 viewers. All right. Sige. All right. Okay. Now, before we get started, no, I have a few things I would like to run through para sa mga viewers natin. First, I want you guys to unplug yourself from other social media platforms. No, I want you to focus on this presentation alone. Okay? And of course, prepare a pen and paper din para makapag-jot down kayo ng mga notes ninyo. You will need that later on, no? That's true. Okay? You can also let your spouse, your partner, other family members, kung kasama niyo yung parents ninyo, mas maganda din kung kasama niyo siyang nanonood ngayon. We would appreciate it if you can participate as well sa comment section like what you are doing right now. And please be professional as well, no, in the comment section. And lastly, please click the share button now. Gusto ko marami yung mag-share nitong live video na ito bago ako mag-start. Okay, so help us spread this valuable video or content nito to everyone. No? So let's see, baka kasi may mga friends kayo sa Facebook, may mga kakilala kayo who are actually interested to study or to migrate to Canada, pero hindi lang alam kung paano siya sisimulan. So baka makatulong tayo sa kanila. Kaya guys, wag na kayong mahiya. Go ahead, click the share button na. Ayan. Okay, right now, dumadami na tayo. We're at 44. So thank you for sharing. Alright. Ayan, sige, tingnan natin. Alright. Now, thank you guys pag-share nitong live video natin. Now, for our viewers today, no, I just want to know why you guys are here with me today. So, curious lang ako, bakit nandito kayo today, spending your time with me? What do you want to learn? I want you guys to comment down below, no, kung ano ba yung gusto nyong malaman relative to study pathway. Okay, so I'll be waiting for your comments. Bakit ba kayo nandito today? Ano ba yung gusto nyong malaman? What are you curious about? Okay. Hi, Angel from the Philippines. Van from the Philippines as well. Martin, gusto niyang malaman about the cost. So, you're on the right place, Martin. So, mamaya i-discuss natin yan. Okay? Not just the tuition fee, but also yung evidence of fund requirement natin. I-discuss din natin yan mamaya. So, stay tuned ka, Martin. Alright. Any other who's curious to know the process? Yes, Van, i-discuss din natin yung step-by-step process. How are we going to start with the application? Ano ba yung pinakaunang dapat nating ginagawa? No? We have here Angel. What are the process to go to Canada and the cost? Yep. We're going to discuss that. Same with Rosalie. Process din yung kanyang concern. Hi, Julie from HK. Tama ba ako? That's what you're referring, HK, ma'am? Okay. Hello, Julie. Thank you for joining us from Hong Kong. Sige. Any other guys na parang curious kayo to learn or to know right now? Okay, sige. I'm gonna be moving forward with the presentation, no? So thank you for the comments, no? So yung sa mga nag-participate natin. Now, I want you guys to listen. This presentation is for you if ikaw yung gustong mag-secure ng family or your future's family by migrating to Canada. Pero, yun nga, hindi natin alam kung paano mag-start, no? Or you're confused kung paano ba yung process talaga. Para din to sa'yo if sumubok ka ng mag-apply pero hindi ka nakakuha ng approval. Ika nga nila, nasaktan ka na. Kidding aside, okay? This is for you if you want to know how Canada student visa pathway works. And of course, kung na-refuse ka na sa Canada permanent residency application mo kasi di mo na-reach yung iyong required points, no? And if you have been trying to look for a job in Canada but unfortunately, employers are ignoring you. Okay? This is for you if you want to know other ways to immigrate to Canada that many migrants experience. So kung isa ka sa nabanggit ko, stay tuned. This will be a learning session for you. Okay, now listen, no? I just want to strengthen things out and be upfront with you guys. So, gusto ko lang maging clear sa inyo that we are not, let me repeat lang, we are not a recruitment agency that offers a jobs in Canada. Okay? We are a consultancy agency that helps aspiring migrants to live permanently in Canada. So together with our immigration expert, of course, an immigration lawyer, we are here to help and guide you. Okay? Now, if you're looking for a free assistance to migrate to Canada, I am sorry, this presentation is not for you. Please exit this live video. Okay? Please know as well that this presentation is not an immigration advice for viewers because this does not serve as a guarantee, no, that you will get your resident visa in Canada. There are no shortcuts. Alam natin yon. Hindi shortcut ang pag-migrate. Okay? Change is never easy. And so is migrating. Merong iba, 1 year lang yung tinake nila para maging permanent resident sila. Others took 2 years or more than that to become successful in Canada. But one thing is for sure, guys, we are not like other agency na magka-promise sa inyo ng heaven and paradise, no? But we are here to work with your dreams. And together, we will do this with you. Okay? Just like what we did sa mga successful clients namin. But again, sabi ko nga, migration requires hard work, determination, and proper guidance. Okay? So, now the question is, ready ka ba para dito? Okay? What are you going to cover today? So anong ba yung i-share namin sa inyo today, no? So we are going to share with you the proven process, no? That we did with our clients. Yes, our successful clients or stories of secure visa clients namin. This process takes a lot of commitment, hard work, attention, and skills then. But if you put your heart and mind to it, no, and of course, if you're working with a reliable team, you may have a big chance at it. Okay? Now, I want you to type in yes or click the heart button if this is clear to you and if you're ready to do this. Okay, can I see hearts? Wow, thank you for heart. Hello. We also have here from New Zealand and also from Dubai, no? Okay. Hi. Ayan, ang daming hearts. Thank you so much. Okay, sige. But you might be wondering, guys, no, sa mga viewers natin today. Right now, we are at 83 viewers. Does the study to permanent residency really work ba talaga? Is this presentation worth your time? No? So check natin yan. Take a look at the article from the Immigration Canada, guys. So according to Canadian Immigration Minister Sean Fraser, the Canadian government is planning to give international students a route into permanent residency. So that's good news, right? Our message to international students and graduates is simple, sabi ng minister. Excuse me. We don't want you to just study here. We're hoping to create a pathways that will allow you to stay here and make a lasting contributions beyond your academic career. Wow. He said this during an interview last March 31, 2022. Imagine this message is straight from the minister himself, guys. Ibig sabihin lang no, no, hindi nagbibiro ang Canada sa plano nila for international students. Kaya nga, I want to unveil the recent data from Canadian Immigration showing that there's a massive approval for permanent residency applications for those who studied in Canada. So tingnan natin. Okay? As you can see, this graph shows that the Canadian permanent residency applications approval rate from 2016 to 2021. Now, ang pinaka-interesting part sa graph na to, no, tingnan natin yung January to October of 2021, guys. As you can see, it's 97.5% of international graduates who applied for permanent residency in Canada were successful. Wow. Again, that is 97.5%, guys, no? Ang taas nun. That is nearly 130,000 former study permit holders in Canada, no, who were approved for permanent residency at the same time period. Amazing, right? Okay, so it only shows that former international student permit holders are approved for permanent residency at an extremely high rate. So they're more likely to be approved than other applicants na hindi naman nag-aral sa Canada. And they are being approved in a greater numbers. Okay, so ibig sabihin nito, this is part of the Canadian government's effort to rapidly scale up yung immigration nila. So guys, Canada needs migrants, right? So international students fit that need. And this is the reason why many are taking the study permit pathway. Hindi lang sa mga Filipinos, no, but also for other nationalities as well. Data doesn't lie. So nakita nyo naman, based sa pinakita ko sa inyong graph, no, this statistic came from the IRCC website and the Canadian Immigration. Alright. Now, let's check naman kung totoo ba talagang nag-work ang study to permanent resident. Let me introduce to you our clients, no, processed by our immigration expert and RCICs. They were able to get good results because of the study pathway. So, we have here is 𝗬𝗓 family. Ayan. So, um, Si Chris flew to Canada by January of 2020. They signed up for secure visa services, no? And in year 2021, pumunta na nga si Chris sa Canada to study. Before, he was an OFW from UAE. Alam ko kanina si Eden ba yun? From UAE siya. Yes, thank you for joining us, no, from the UAE. So, ganun din si Chris before. He is a former OFW from UAE. And alam niya kasi, no, that there's no way that they will obtain permanency or residency or citizenship, no, in UAE. Alam niya that there's a big chance for him and his family pagpunta niya ng Canada through the study pathway. So tingnan niyo naman ngayon, they are now PRs and working on their Canadian citizenship. The family is now safe and secure with their future. Okay? We also have here another OFW. She left from the Philippines. She moved to Canada in 2018 via student visa pathway then. Then after 3 years, Sheila and family are now permanent residents in Canada. Another result you can expect, no? Another Filipino who trusted the study pathway to permanent residency. Okay? We also have here Earl. Si Earl naman from the Philippines then, working in a top financial institution before dito sa Philippines. He arrived in Canada with his family February of 2021 via student visa then. During pandemic pa yon, no? So they were accessed by our RCAC and confirmed that Earl is qualified to apply for PR after finishing his studies. Having a Canadian qualification will greatly increase his points for the permanent residency application. This process, the study to permanent residency, really works. Another then, we have Chantal, arrived in Canada August 2018 via the student visa pathway then. 2021, then she is now holding the permanent residency status. I mean, how amazing was that, no? I am not promising that this will happen to you. No, wala kaming ganung sinasabi. This is just pure hard work, no? Pero ang question dito, nag-work ba talaga ang study to permanent residency? Yes, it does. No, it happened to a lot of Filipinos and clients. So of course, you can also do that. No, but again, this really requires hard work. Now listen, there is no better time to start your plan to move to Canada but today. Okay? Kung nakikinig kayo ngayon, you are with us today, nanonood ka today, you are in the right place. Okay? This is the perfect time. Bakit? It's because the government of Canada raised their immigration target for 2022 and it's looking up to accept more 1.3 million new permanent residents from 2022 to 2025. Ang dami nun, no? So now, really is the perfect time to start your migration. Type in yes if you agree. All right, can you guys type in yes? If you agree that this is the perfect time to you to get started. And magiging part ng 1.3 million permanent resident in the coming years. Flora Me, thank you sa thumbs up. Yes, from Nix. Friendly, DMAC, yes, hello. Irish, yes, thank you. Rosalie, yeah, yes, thank you. All right, so thank you so much. Kaya nga ba nila, no, sa Canada ngayon, maraming pathways ang inopen nila for international student na makapagtrabaho at mamuhay kasama ng kanilang pamilya sa Canada. Again, let me show you kung gaano kasimple itong 3-step process na to. First, be an international student and study for 2 years with a DLI or Designated Learning Institution. After completing your 2 years of studies, use your 3 years post-graduation work permit to apply for a skilled job. No? And the post-graduation work permit can help a graduate student to qualify for Canadian permanent residence. Again, that's how Canadian immigration made it simple for the students. Okay, but you know what guys? Para maging successful talaga kayo, no? Para magawa mo itong 3-step process na to, what you need to do is to think about the first step. Okay? Because we cannot do this or complete the whole process without you. Okay? So alam naman natin guys, no, napakadaming nagla-live videos available online that provides free information. Pero bakit ka nga ba makikinig kay Secure Visa? Bakit ka makikinig sa amin? Okay? Well, it would be best to know firsthand, no? What does it takes to be an international student? Without further ado, let us hear it straight from our former international student herself, my colleague, and will be our host for today, Miss Ana Brillion.
On. Hey,
Hello.
hello. Hello,
Hi, Miss
everyone.
Anna. Thank you
Hi,
for
Jess.
gracing us despite it's 1 a.m. 1 a.m.
Oh,
guys sa Canada
napakaaga.
ngayon.
Yes, walang problema. But thank you, Jess, for all that information you provided today. So I
Nag-coffee
just
ka
want
na
to
ba, Miss
say,
Anna?
okay lang, syempre. Gising na gising pa ako. To our friends in the Philippines, good afternoon. To our friends in the Middle East, good morning. And of course here in Canada, very very early morning. So um, just want to say I want to share this opportunity with you na to share my story.
Yes, we're
I
excited
I
to learn.
Yes, so I am with the Secure Visa team as their subject matter expert and docs analyst. So maybe you may be curious, like what's my journey like. So I hope you bear
Yes.
with me. Mahabang storya. Pero uh, uh, I just want to say na, katulad ng sinasabi kanina ni Jess, with the right planning and the right
Yep.
mindset, many things are possible, 'di ba? Parang nothing is impossible. Kung kaya
Yes.
ko at kaya ng mga ibang kababayan natin from our
Yep.
previous stories, then obviously kaya nyo rin, right?
Yep. Yes, planning talaga is very important, Miss Anna, no? Kasi kahit naman sa aspect ng life natin, if you don't plan talaga, sabi nga nila, you're planning to fail. And we don't want that to
Correct.
happen.
And like who wants to fail, right? So
Yeah.
just a brief of my story. So I came here to Canada as a student. My husband is with an open work permit. We can explain more on that later, but as you may
Yep.
know, one of the benefits of coming to Canada as a student is you can bring your dependents with you. So we came here with our four daughters lang po, and then
Oo.
we have
Small family lang naman, Miss Anna.
konti lang naman yung anak namin. Oo, tsaka puro babae sila. So, and we have been living here in Toronto for over
Toronto.
yes, over 2 years na po. So, very happy here. And at the moment, my husband and I are both work permit holders, and we are waiting for eligibility to qualify for PR. So more details on that we will explain later. Pero before we got here today, maybe I can share with you my timeline from how we started our application to present. Okay ba
Yes,
yun?
please, Miss Anna. Kasi I'm sure ang daming curious, no? Gaano ba katagal yung processing? Right, guys? Sa mga gustong mag-migrate dito.
Yeah, okay. So here it is. March 2021, 1 year into our very beloved pandemic. So
Oo.
nag-decide kami na, sige, apply kaya tayo ng study permit to Canada. My husband and I decided. April, so in March 2021, we filed our application online. April 2021, a month later, we received the approval. And
Wow.
another month later, May 2021, nag-arrive na po kami sa Toronto.
Wow, ganun kabilis, no? Pero Miss Anna, tama ba ako? This is case-to-case basis, no? Right? If kung ready na yung funds mo, ready na rin yung mga docs mo, pwedeng mabilis lang talaga.
Correct. Yeah, I mean the processing
Mhm.
time is not the same for everybody. So iba-iba nga case to case. So
Mhm.
unang-una din at that time it wasn't that easy to travel with a family of six. Can you imagine, no? Full
Mhm.
lockdown sa
Yeah.
Pilipinas, full lockdown sa Canada. So when we arrived in Toronto at that time, we had to take mandatory quarantine,
Quarantine.
14 days quarantine in a hotel, and then required
Mhm.
swab tests every few days, and then until finally we are able to move into our apartment.
Yes, pandemic that time. So, ang daming travel restrictions, no?
Correct. So at that time, traveling as a student or migrating was considered an essential trip. You would remember, guys, back then,
Mm.
hindi pag non-essential travel, it's very limited.
Hindi
So
puwede. Mm.
because we are students, we were able to be given priority to travel. So in that
Yeah.
same month, I already started my classes with Lambton College in Toronto. Here's the picture there. Pero syempre, because lockdown pa noon, our first 2 semesters were entirely online even if we were
Hmm.
already here in Canada. Some of my
Yes, so
classmates,
nag-adjust din pala din talaga ang school, 'no? Wala munang face to face.
correct, correct. So obviously, even if at that time people were getting vaccinated, di ba, parang kailangan mo na,
Hmm.
mag-ingat tayo, online. So um,
Mm.
2 semesters were online and then eventually we moved to in-person learning.
Okay. Sige, I just want to know lang din, Miss Anna, 'no, how was your experience as an international student in Canada?
Well, obviously, it's a great experience. I mean, I won't say na easy, no, di ba?
Yeah.
mahirap talagang mag-aral. I mean, nag-graduate na tayo back home,
Especially kung
pero
matagal-tagal ka ng 'di ba, tapos mag-aral, nag-work ka na
yes,
for quite some time, ta's biglang
right.
babalik sa school.
But then again, 'di ba, it's always maganda naman yung may natututunan kang something new, we're
Yeah,
always growing, we can
learning,
always
oo.
develop ourselves. So, sa postgraduate studies, in my case, um, maraming lectures, group works, presentation, papers, and you always have to learn to work in a team. So, I
Hmm,
had to work with different international students also, hindi lang Pinoy, different
mm,
nationalities. So it's great na, it develops your skills, to be a professional, maging masipag. So
mhm.
at this time, one of the requirements of my program is mag-ano kami, may co-op term kami. So that's
Term.
kind of like a work placement or an internship. So that's a
Paid
requirement to
'yun, Miss
graduate.
Ana, tama ba?
Yes, so you have an option to get a paid internship or
Mhm,
an unpaid internship, but your colleges or your schools will help you with finding those employers to take you. So, in December 2022, fast forward na tayo, naka-graduate naman ako, thank God. So,
wow.
parang mabilis lang, you'll never know, tapos na pala, like after 20 months
Mhm,
lang of arriving, like, wow,
mm.
graduate ka na. So, yun.
Yes, Miss Ana, curious lang din ako 'no, hindi ka ba nahirapang mag-connect kasi sabi mo nga ang daming international student, hindi lang Filipinos 'no, other nationalities, professor sa classmates mo ganyan, nahirapan ka ba?
Oh, hindi naman kasi actually surprisingly, Canadians are very open people na
Hmm,
at understood nila, 'di ba, na it's a very diverse community and it's always growing,
amazing.
we're meeting people everywhere. Parang meron ng internal understanding yung mga tao na irespeto natin ang isa't isa, hindi tayo
Mhm,
pare-pareho, pero in that way na nagbi-build tayo ng harmony, 'di ba? So
yeah.
that's just my experience, but a lot of students also probably feel the same way. So in January 2023, backtracking there, since after I graduated, I now qualified to apply for the postgraduate work permit or PGWP for short. So na-mention din ito ni Jess earlier, and then we'll go into more details of that later on in this presentation.
Yes.
Um, so after you apply for the postgraduate work permit, then 6 months later you receive that permit. Of course, it takes
Mhm,
some processing time as usual. Out of your control na yon. Pero at that time you receive your permit, the rest of the family also receive their extension. So my husband gets to continue to work, and my kids
mhm.
also get to continue to study. And my PGWP was valid for 3 years until 2026.
Wow, congratulations. Mahaba-habang ano na 'yun, time na 'yun 'no, Miss Ana?
Oo, pero 'di ba marami pa akong bigas na kakainin, hindi pa tapos 'yun, 'di ba? Like the journey
Yeah,
has kind of ended at some point, pero marami
start pa
pang
lang 'yun ng another journey ulit.
correct.
Yeah. So now Miss Ana 'no, that you are holding your post-graduation work permit. So ano nga ba yung mga perks of having a post-graduation work permit?
Okay, so this is I'm sharing this from my personal experience. So for as long as you fulfill the requirements of working, all the you follow the regulations of working, there are many benefits that you can enjoy. Pero syempre this is dependent on where you work and where you study and where you live. So I'm not speaking the same for the entire country, but this is based on me and my family who are based in Ontario, the province of Ontario. So one, you can receive free provincial health care for the whole family.
Alright, so 'yan naman is kailan 'yan available, Miss Ana? Pag-arrive niyo ba right away available na 'yan for the family?
Actually, no, because it has to be like my husband had to get an employment first in order to avail of
Hmm,
this benefit. So it's a misconception na pagdating mo free healthcare kagad. But of course,
yes,
as I
oo.
said earlier, you need to fulfill the requirements of having a full-time work, 'di ba? So,
Alright,
syempre before you reap your benefits, you have to give something, right? Parang ganun ng
yes,
ano
oo. Give
diyan.
and take nga.
Yes, of course. So secondly, as I mentioned, so I brought my children here, dependent children, until age of age of 19. If they can still study from elementary to high school, they can study
Mhm,
for free. So my
mhm.
kids are able to study in a public school, elementary and high school for free.
Alright. Sige, I just want to know lang din 'no, I know curious din yung mga ibang viewers natin dito ngayon, Miss Ana, na who are parang what do you call this, may mga plano na gustong dalhin yung kids 'no. Mahirap ba mag-enroll sa kids doon at kailan ba usually nagsa-start yung classes ng mga kids?
Oh, good question. Thank you for asking that. So, kung mahirap, actually hindi. Like a lot of the processes ngayon streamline na siya online. So, ano bang
Oh, wow.
requirement para mapaaral mo yung anak mo sa public school in your area? So, first of all, you need to
Mm,
have your work permit. So, again, that's as
that's
I was
number
saying, di
1.
ba? Kailangan na fulfill mo yung work duty mo. And then secondly, you have to have an address. Kasi your address
Mm,
or your neighborhood, yun mag-determine kung saan ang applicable na paaralan na saan ka
schools.
pwede ka ma-enroll.
Mm,
And then, uh, in terms of walang entrance exam. Hindi na rin chinek
oh.
yung mga report card ng mga bagets. So obviously kasi
Oh,
every child needs to get education, right? So they will take
yeah,
you. Like hindi na nga tatanungin, where are you from? Walang
as
ganong tanong. So
in.
based on the age of the child, they will be put in a grade level that is appropriate for their age. And ang
I
school
see.
nila would start first week of September and it ends at the last week of June. So parang malapit lang sa
Mm,
Pinas pero give or take a month ang
yeah.
difference.
Mm.
Okay, so
Alright,
moving
thank you.
back.
Yeah.
Okay, we have you can receive tax benefits and refunds. So very quickly ko lang i-mention na, okay, again, because nagwo-work ka, meron kang mga um, tax na binabayaran sa government. So at the end of the year, if you are reporting your taxes properly, remitting them properly, you may receive tax benefits. Like may babalik sa yung some percentage of
Kahit
your
hindi ka
tax.
pa resident, Miss Ana 'no?
Yes,
Nag-aaral ka pa
yes.
nito, working ka lang, oo. Wow.
Yes, correct. So hindi po reserved ang tax benefits for PRs or citizens of Canada.
Mm,
Again, for as
mm.
long as you're working and you're fulfilling the requirements of work, you can get these tax benefits and refunds. So may bumabalik sa iyo kasi nagbabayad ka ng tax sa government mo. So at the end
Hmm,
of the year, based on computations of how much you've spent and earned,
hmm.
they will give you some amount back. So I'm sorry sa Pilipinas, I've never heard of that happening before. So very new very new sa amin ito nung natanggap namin ito. And then
Hmm,
another benefit that I want to mention is yun yung mga may pension plan tayo, may employment insurance, and then may Canada Child Benefits. Briefly ko lang i-mention, alam niyo na kung ano yung pension, right? So as you're
mhm,
working, may mandatory contribution ka na ipinapasok and it builds up towards your retirement fund. So that's a requirement by government. Meron ding employee insurance. So this is what they call EI. So in any case
mhm.
that you are
Employed.
ma-laid off ka sa work, yeah,
Ah,
yung kunyari
okey.
either because contract ended ka na or because nag-downsize yung company and you lost your job, EI will help shoulder some part of your salary for such time na basta maghanap ka ng trabaho, i-report mo sa government na, ma'am, sir,
Wow.
may hanap na po akong work, pero habang wala pa po, bibigyan ka nila nitong EI na to, babalik sa'yo. So,
Wow, amazing.
hindi ka rin
Sana all
totally,
may ganyan.
hindi ka rin totally zero. So,
Yes,
nakakatulong din
oo.
sa'yo and the important thing is gusto ko talaga nila i-encourage na maghanap kayo ng work
Hanap
kasi
ng
of
work
course, 'wag tayong umasa lagi sa, these
sa
benefits. May
government.
limit din siya, okay?
Mhm,
And then yung child benefit, just want to share na, okay, because Canada understands na, it's not cheap to raise a child. One child,
mhm,
two children, three children, 'di ba? Parang so the idea is, to help the parents, lalo na kung single income household or single parent, there's a child benefit that returns to you. But it's
mhm,
based on, of course, the taxes that you pay. So ulitin ko na,
hmm,
kailangan meron kang work, to be able to get these benefits.
mhm. Pero enough ba 'yan, Miss Ana, halimbawa to shoulder one's expenses ng isang child in a month, yung binibigay nila?
Okay, ballpark figure, hindi to same for everyone, but if you would check the websites of Canada, Government of Canada, sinishare nila na per child per month you could get as much as $200 a month per child to
Mhm.
$600 a month per child. So it's good to help you if you want to buy school supplies, uniform,
Ah,
or stuff like that. Pero at least
basically para talaga
nakakatulong.
sa kanila 'no, para sa personal
Yes.
needs nila,
Correct,
wow.
correct. So, 'di ba parang hindi mo na need magbigay ng baon. So, medyo tinutulungan ka na ng
Yeah,
gobyerno, nagbibigay na siya ng baon sa mga bata.
oo,
So, and then of
mm,
course, when you're working, meron ka din mga employee benefits such as additional health coverage. So, yun yung
yeah,
kung if the health card of the government, as I show here in the picture, it covers some treatments and some prescription medications. So, your company health card will also let you take examinations and other tests. So, of course, yung isa pang, as I was saying kanina, napaka-diverse ng Canada and you
yeah,
learn from a good community, a good neighborhood. We've met a lot
Mhm.
of Filipino families here as well na naging kaibigan na rin ng mga bata. So, um, meron ding as you're working and you're studying, there's always a work-life balance na. I can't, it's not easy to describe, pero it's something that,
Hindi ko po alam yung work-life balance, Miss Ana, ano yun?
ay,
Joke
ano
lang.
ba yan? May gano'n.
Wala yan sa Philippines, eh.
Sa Philippines, 'di ba? Well, we wanna try to promote that in all places, 'di ba? Pero
Yeah,
honestly kami nung husband ko working back home all these years, parang hindi namin na-feel yung same type of work-life balance na parang dito parang, "Uy, okey pala dito." Parang
oo.
your
Yep,
mental health is very, very important.
yep. Sige, question din po, Miss Ana. I'm sure tanong din 'to ng iba 'no, wala bang discrimination for Filipinos in Canada, especially sa school or dun sa work, environment?
Good question. Actually, ang discrimination here is a crime punishable by law. Don't quote me on that, but I learned that in
Mhm.
school, no, na, you know, you cannot be discriminated on grounds based on our human rights code. If based on your age, gender, your ethnicity, hindi ka pwedeng
Mhm,
sabihin, hindi ka po pwede mag-work kasi you're this nationality. So, employers
mhm,
are very, very careful to follow those lagi kasi you can always report it if you're being discriminated on in school or work. So,
mhm,
kaya very, very rare yung mga occurrences na ganyan. And of course, I also felt that na, um, yeah, na hindi ka naiiba. As I was saying kanina,
hmm,
hindi porket hindi ka PR or hindi ka citizen, you
hmm,
don't get to be respected. I mean, lahat naman tayo dito may ano, we get the
mm.
same benefits and the same treatment as
Yeah,
everybody.
okey. Sige, another question din po, naging madali ba yung experience ninyo from migrating to studying then working?
Well, well, um, honestly, 'di ba, say pagdating namin dito wala naman kaming direct family and of course traveling in the pandemic, you kind of
Mhm,
felt na parang lahat cargo mo, eh. Um,
mm.
eh, we learned to be independent lalo na yung mga bata 'no, kasi siyempre sa Pilipinas sanay tayo na meron tayong helper, 'di ba, or
Hmm,
meron tumutulong sa bahay and kapag yung mga bata kailangan bantayan makakahingi tayo ng tulong kay lolo, kay lola, or kay tito,
yes,
kay
yes.
tita, 'di ba? Eh, dito, yeah, you learn to like
You're on your
stand on your
own.
own. Correct, correct. So,
Mm,
it's a great learning experience and it's great na yung mga bata din na parang mabilis din nilang na-absorb yung mentality na of course you have to be, to work on our own na, parang gano'n, to be
mhm,
independent. And again, isa pa dito yung finding a job, 'di ba? Eh, best case scenario pagdating mo may job ka na, well, no, hindi nangyayari 'yun. So, it takes a process. It takes some time. So, my husband himself, he had to go apply a lot of places until he gets a call back. And then,
mhm,
so yun talaga, just be persistent and be patient. It takes time. So hindi talaga yung, gusto ko na mag-work ngayon, makukuha mo na, no. May process
mhm.
talaga to follow. And then
Yep.
another thing, of course, I think yung mga OFW can understand this, yung lagi ka nagko-convert sa peso. Parang may habit ka na, magkano ba 'to? Ganyan,
Mas
Canadian dollar,
nakaka-stress yun 'no, kapag
'di
ano na,
ba?
ang laki na nitong ginagastos ko, kasi
Oo,
kapag kino-convert ko into peso.
or bibili ka ng McDonald's, ganyan, "Ay, magkano ba 'to sa Pilipinas?" Or bibili ka ng Jollibee, "Ay, yung Jollibee dito baka mahal," gano'n. So, I guess,
Mhm,
we weren't used to that at first, 'di ba, lagi mong kino-convert. But, one of the other things is we were also worried about, our timeline. I was telling you kanina na parang my journey
hmm.
has just begun, hindi pa siya tapos. So, marami pa kaming mga susunod na steps to take, 'di ba? So, that's only one of
Mm.
the challenge kasi yun nga, iba-iba yung
Yes,
mga experiences ng mga tao.
yes, Miss Ana. So, pero malayo na din yung narating niyo ngayon 'no? So, you're halfway there or sabihin na nating almost there ka na, Miss Ana, dun sa goal.
Hopefully. Hopefully, yes. So, I just want to say, after those challenges, meron din namang lessons learned. So, I just want to repeat na, people have different experiences na and
Mm.
views, no? Let's be open, we respect them, wag laging sabihin, no, bakit ako ganito, ba't ikaw ganyan?
Yes,
Hindi
no
lalo na
persons are
iba-ibang
the same. Iba-iba tayo ng circumstances 'no? So, iba-iba
correct,
talaga.
correct. Yes, and then another thing is, people have varying claims na alam nila yung immigration procedure, alam nila yung immigration
Hmm,
policy. So, iba-iba.
yeah.
Ako, ito yung nagawa ko, 1 month lang. Ikaw, 2 years lang, ganyan, ganyan. So,
Hmm.
iba-iba lang talaga yung mga tao na sinasabi nila.
Then minsan may mga terminologies din 'no sa immigration, Miss Ana, na hindi natin naiintindihan yung straightforward na meaning talaga niya. So it would be best pa rin talaga to seek advice 'no from an expert.
Correct. Yeah, and then like speaking of expert, I mean, now that I'm nearing the end of my story, just let me say, um, it's a great thing na naging part ako ng secure visa. So, I wanna go good throwback tayo, like, back in November 2021, this was the very first time that na-meet namin nung husband ko si Aina at si JN, the founders of Secure Visa, and we were having a virtual call. Yeah, and then, so during that call, we were able to share our experiences ng being international students. So as you will know later, Aina was also an international student in New Zealand, and now that they're happily living in the country, and citizens of New Zealand. So, meron din kaming mga personal challenges na na-share sa kanila. And then meron din sila mga challenges na shinare sa amin. So, we realized na, okay, hindi kami nag-iisa, even if we have this scenario in our family, parang may mga ganun din na similar experiences, and you don't feel na ikaw lang, parang ganun. And you're not
Yes,
nag-iisa, even if we live far away from our home
yep.
country, 'di ba? Merong kang makikiramay sa So, kahit
Mm,
sila, meron silang migration journey na marami din si Aina at si JN na mga na-face na challenges. So,
pagdaanan.
maybe Jess, you could share some of those challenges with them, right?
All right, sige. So now, no, I'm going to share with you the story of our founders. Okay, so before they got successful, they experienced din yung hardship and failures nga, no, ika nga na sinasabi nila. But not highly, kagaya ni Miss Aina at saka ni Sir JN naman, they're not really, they call highly skilled professionals. Kasi si Miss Aina, working on HR before, then si Sir JN naman as a property specialist. So
Mhm.
actually dati Miss Ana nag-try silang mag-migrate sa Canada, but
Oh, yeah.
unfortunately oo, so they wasted 500,000 with an agency pero wala namang
Hala.
nangyari.
Oh my
Yep,
God.
yep. 'Di ba ang saklap nun? In
Mhm.
2015 they tried to apply for New Zealand, pero sa New Zealand naman, they tried to apply directly to residency supposedly. But apparently, since hindi nga sila skilled, migrants 'no, so hindi nila na-reach yung pointing system para
Mhm.
makapag-apply ng PR. So on the same year then, they tried to look for a skilled job na lang 'no, but unfortunately then, na-reject din sila multiple times by employers sa New Zealand din na naka-base. Hanggang sa na-discover nila Miss Ana yung study to residence pathway. At ito yung
Okay.
nakita nilang maging opportunity na makatulong din sa mga aspiring international students 'no, kagaya ni Miss Aina. So habang daw nag-aaral si Miss Aina before, marami siya na mga na-meet 'no, not just Filipinos, pero other nationalities din that unfortunately, um, wala daw support from their agencies 'no, or consultancy agency while they are studying. Merong iba dun na nakausap niya or na-meet niya na wrong program 'no, wrong qualifications yung binibigay, which alam mo yun Miss Ana 'no, this may lead to visa decline kasi if hindi align, tama?
Tama, tama.
Hmm, wala ding support from the agency, so marami sa kanila ending up going home to their country miserable, nasayang yung investment. So,
Oh my
ito na yung
gosh.
magsasabi yung iba na, "Ay na-scam ako," 'di ba? Yung
Yeah.
mga gano'ng mga stories na na-scam daw
Mhm.
sila. So, 'di ba ang saklap nun? Ang
Yeah.
hirap kayang mag-adjust sa ibang country, right?
Yeah.
So, Miss Aina knew talaga that something is lacking kaya alam niya na nakakita siya ng opportunity to build a solid team 'no, na puwedeng mag-help, mag-support talaga at mag-guide sa mga migrants. Now, they created better for more supportive way to migrate to New Zealand, Canada, and later on for Australia na din 'no, Miss Ana. Kaya
Yep.
naman they founded Secure Visa in 2018. We know how hard it is na makahanap ng isang consultancy company na secure ka talaga, and you want our clients to avoid frustrations and pains 'no. Gusto niyo rin ba 'yon? Sa mga viewers
Yes.
natin today, ayan, we have
Yes.
128 viewers. Wow, so thank you for
Oh, dami.
joining. Yes, oo. So can you type in yes if you're still with me? Ayan, 130 na. Okay.
All right.
Let's
Siyempre.
check. Can you type in yes? Hi AC, thank you for watching. Let's see. Sige, take some time. Ayan, Noel, yes. Thank you, Noel.
Oh,
We
thank
also
you.
have Rosalie. Thank you, Rosalie. Wendy, ayan. Thank you so much. Okay, Marjorie, all right. Thank you for commenting no dito sa ating live session. So let me share with you a story, okay? The founders of Secure Visa were exactly where you are right now sa mga viewers natin. And because of the proven process, it helped them become citizens of New Zealand. But sabi nga nila, hindi naging madali ang lahat para kila Miss Aina, pati kay Sir JN, no? Pure determination and hard work ang kanilang naging keys para ma-surpass nila yung challenges na dumating sa kanila. Okay? Our primary goal as a Secure Visa team is to help aspiring migrants study, work, and live in their ultimate destinations then, which may lead them to get their permanent resident status through the help of our partner immigration experts. We have a reliable team based in Manila. So I'm part of that team, no? We also have sa Canada, si Miss Ana, and New Zealand team naman na naka-base. Having a team of subject matter expert who were all migrants din. So alam namin that what does it feels like to be in your shoes talaga, no, based on their own experience. They all succeeded in this pathway and we are confident that we can also help you 100%. Yung pagdadaanan ninyo, napagdaanan na din yan ng mga secure visa experts namin. So we know what it works at kung paano ba kayo maging happy to share with you the proven process no na ginawa din ng team namin, just like Miss Anna. All right? And because our experts knows how to be migrant themselves, alam din namin no kung ano yung kakailanganin ninyo at ano ba yung best talaga para sa family ninyo. All right, just to share with you, we have an office in Metro Manila and just beside the Mall of Asia to sa Pasay. And soon din Miss Anna sa Canada. You wish ba
Yes,
na malapit lang siya sa bahay mo?
dapat lang, 'di ba?
Oo, no? So please be advised that our team is actually on a work from home setup. If you wish to visit our office, this is strictly by appointment only. Okay? All right. I'm also sharing with you right now the proof of our legitimacy. Ayan. Our BIR and SEC registration. And of course, our business permit then. Okay. Now, our immigration lawyer based in New Zealand and regulated Canadian immigration consultants or RCICs based in Canada. So here are our partner immigration expert and their identification numbers that you can verify in the IRCC website. Okay. So bakit kung mahaba to pinapakita sa inyo? It's because no, I want you to see that we are not just anybody na walang real experience. Okay, so here are some of our clients that our team personally welcomes to New Zealand and Canada.
As you can see, it's all walks of life from all over the world, pero we all have the same goals, right?
Yes. Our services is designed to make sure that our clients are well taken care of.
Kaya nga, katulad ng sinasabi ko, it's really good to know na you have someone by your side, hindi ka nag-iisa, lalo na pag you're moving to a different part of the world.
That's right. So later no, i-show pa namin sa iyo why a lot of Filipinos are choosing our services.
Oh, madami
They
talaga.
are yep. So they are from a different parts of the world. Sabi nga ni Miss Anna, meron kaming from UAE, Singapore, meron kaming Philippines, Saudi Arabia, Oman, Qatar, also India. So mauubos lahat ng oras natin kung lahat i-mention ko at lahat ng photos ng successful clients namin ilalabas namin today.
Pero dahil diyan magpapakita pa rin ako ng photos, eto pa, oh, 'di ba?
Right. Okay.
Um,
But these are all the clients naman, Miss Anna, who trusted the process. So we are proud to say
yes,
that we are part of their successful migration journey.
correct.
All
Oh,
right.
eto na tayo, balik tayo sa ating main usapan. Bakit nga ba
Seryoso
okay?
ulit.
Oh, bakit nga ba okay mag-study sa Canada, Jess?
Yes, so sige, no, bakit nga ba? So now let's discuss the four reasons. Bakit nga ba studying in Canada is very popular ito no to get a permanent resident status later on. So a lot of Filipinos and even non-Filipinos are actually studying in Canada because of the migration opportunities. And there are a lot of benefits when you study din, no? So kanina nga maraming na share si Miss Ana. So are you guys ready to know a lot of why a lot of aspiring migrants no are willing to invest their time and money pati na din yung dito sa wonderful opportunity na to.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, okay, thank you. Do you also want to know guys how to increase your CRS points to obtain your permanent residency in express
Yes.
entry?
Yes,
Yes, okay.
yes.
So let's get started with our number one reason. So yung number one reason natin, Miss Anna, and for our viewers, studying in Canada is a popular migration because After graduation, international students are allowed to apply for a postgraduate work permit or tinatawag nilang PGWP, which is valid ito up to 3 years. Meaning, you can stay up to 3 years in Canada after you finish your school, no? Remember kanina nag-share si Miss Ana, up to 2026 yun, nag-grant sila, 3 years din yon, right?
Mhm.
And with the post-graduation work permit or the post PGWP, you are actually free to decide which employer you want to work for.
Yes, so it's considered the same as an open work permit. Any employer po ito, hindi kayo tied down to one single
Yes.
company.
Oo. So which is maganda yon. You can work full-time up to 40 hours weekly per week or more. You can only work anywhere. You can also work anywhere in Canada. So
Correct.
kung gusto mong lumipat sa ibang locations, no, may magandang job offer doon, then okay lang din. No, you don't have to be within sa isang location lang talaga. Plus, you
Yes.
can gain Canadian work experience that will lead you to apply for permanent residency program.
Correct. So like what we were saying kanina, talagang Canadian work experience is the main ingredient to succeed in your
Yeah.
migration.
Mhm.
So, how can you get a PGWP?
Okay, sige. Clear lang natin 'no, Miss Ana, you will not
Yeah.
get this parang automatic 'no, hindi siya gano'n. You still need to apply for this. And in order for you to get your post-graduation work permit, ito the best guys though that you must be enrolled in a Canadian Designated Learning Institution or DLI. And then, you must finish the program that you took. Please be aware that a lot of schools in Canada and programs in Canada that are not on the list of the designated learning institutions. Kaya dapat careful tayo no when choosing the right school and program for you.
Mhm. Okay, question. So how do you get a longer PGWP duration of 3 years na gusto mo?
Right, sige. You just need to finish, Miss Anna, at least 2 years program or more to get a longer post-graduation work permit, just like what you did.
Correct. Okay. Hope that's clear. Okay. So let's
Mhm.
say nakagraduate ka na. So how do the graduates apply for permanent residency habang naka-PGWP sila?
Okay. So after graduation, with their post-graduation work permit, no, ang graduates natin, they will try to search for a skilled work experience. Ibig sabihin nun, having a skilled work or a skilled job offer rather, helps them qualify for the permanent residency program through the Canadian Experience class within the Express entry. Okay? So simplify lang natin to, no, for graduates with a post-graduation work permit who acquired skilled experience may apply to Federal Skilled Worker Program, Federal Skilled Trades Program, Canadian Experience Class, Provincial Nominee, at marami pang ibang program, guys. So this gives you the full picture.
Okay, so Immigration Canada offers different programs to invite applicants to be PR. So,
Yes.
depende sa inyong skills, experience, and education. Some of them are
Mhm,
also based by province, whether you're in British Columbia, Alberta, or
mhm.
Ontario. So, depende where you studied, where you lived, and where you gained your work experience.
Yes, kasi per provinces iba-iba din yung kanilang mga programs no na ino-offer. Okay?
Correct. So, kanina mo pa sinasabi yung CRS na yan. So, what is the importance about the CRS score na ito, Jess?
Okay, sige. So having a Canadian educational credentials and Canadian skilled work experience kasi, this ensures that express entry applicant makapag-gain sila ng valuable points towards their comprehensive ranking system. Yun yung ibig sabihin ng CRS score natin. So remember, no, the higher the points, the higher din yung chances mo na makakuha ka ng invitation to apply for permanent residency while you are in the express entry pool. So ano bang maganda dito, no? This gives you an edge kasi making you more competitive amongst other applicant who did not take the study pathway
Mhm.
for gaining your permanent residency, no? Kagaya nga ng shinare nating data sa inyo kanina, no, based sa IRCC website, um, marami yung nag-grant or na-approve for permanent residency galing dun sa mga nag-aral. Amazing, right?
Right. So, katulad din ng na-mention namin, having Canadian education will add up more points to your CRS versus nag-apply ka lang directly to get a job from outside Canada.
That's right. So not only that, no, you may also want to include your partner and dependents in your permanent resident application. Kasi yes, no, malaking yes, that your family can be a permanent residents as well.
Oo, ito yung sinasabi nila that Canada truly gives importance to family unification. So, the benefit of
Mm.
one family member will be the benefit of the whole family. Kaya nga dala-dala ko yung buong angkan ko dito, 'di ba? So, spouse, partner, and kids. So, walang iwanan kumbaga.
That's right. So this is the reason why Canada is an attractive study destination talaga para hindi lang sa mga Filipinos, no. Thanks to Canada's welcoming immigration policy, as many students also see this as the first step on becoming their permanent resident and of course, no, eventually Canadian citizen. So type 1, guys, if you are planning to bring your partner and dependents with you.
Sino bang
Sino dito
gustong may
nagpa-plan?
kasama? Oo, pagpunta ng
Yes, oo.
Canada, sama-sama na ba tayo? Yes or
Yeah, type in 1 for those who are interested na dalhin yung buong angkan, buong family, dependents, and children.
why
Kasi 'di ba iba
not?
pa yun Miss Ana kapag nandun yung support group mo 'di ba, yung
Of course,
emotional
why
support.
not? Kung pwedeng sama-sama, why not?
Yes, thank you
Oh,
Marion.
thank
Hello
you.
Angel, thank you.
Okay. So, after reason number one, ano nga ba, Jess, ang another reason why napakagandang mag-take ng student pathway?
Alright, sige. So because you are allowed to work and earn money while you are studying, Miss Ana, you may work part-time kasi habang nag-aaral ka, which is up to 20 hours per week yon. As a student,
Correct.
your main priority talaga is of course, mag-aral talaga at matapos mo yung program na yan, right? Although, yung 20 hours na to na mag-work ka sa part-timer, hindi siya masyadong magbibigay sa'yo ng revenue, but this can help you gain Canadian work experience, which is sabi nga nila very important kasi na makahanap tayo ng good references from
Mhm.
your employers, which is super helpful siya kapag later on mag-a-apply ka na talaga ng full-time job mo, right?
Correct, correct. So, also, as a student, if you have academic breaks, like SEM break in between semesters, you can
Mhm.
continue working. So, again, as long as you fulfill the requirements of your program. So, you have to still be fully enrolled as a full-time student. Importante yon. So, again, ang focus mo is to study. Working is only a perk, but you can make use of that.
Yes, that's right, no? So, if nag-work ka, no, you can get a higher chances to be absorbed in the company and may
Mhm.
eventually get a permanent residency sponsorship from your employer or receive full-time job after graduation, no? So, there's that possibility talaga.
Right. Networking is key. And of course, yeah, build your good rapport with your employer. So let's
Mhm.
move on to reason number three. Teka, parang alam ko na tong reason na to. Na-mention na natin kanina yan, di ba?
Yes, yes.
So,
So, at na-highlight mo din 'to, Miss Ana, sa case mo, 'no? So, as an international student in Canada, you may also be able to bring your common laws, your spouse, your common law partner. Either you are married or not, no? Living together for at least 1 year dapat, and same-sex marriage is actually acceptable din in Canada.
yes. Yes.
Yes, yes. Yes tayo diyan. You may also bring your dependent children with you in Canada din.
Tama, tama.
Alright, sige. So this means that while you are studying in Canada, ang spouse mo, yung partner mo, and dependents are actually allowed for this following benefits. So kayo ba excited na kayo to know what are the benefits?
Yes, of
Okay, for the
course. Tell me.
okay, for the spouse, no, for the partner, eligible siya for an open work permit. So ano bang ibig
Mm-hmm.
sabihin nun? So pwede siyang magtrabaho doon kasi an open work permit does not require a labor market opinion and allows the holder of the work in any occupation they wish to apply for. Meaning, habang nag-aaral yung isang international student na nag-work ng part-time lang, yung spouse naman yung pwedeng mag-generate ng income for the family to sustain the family's expenses since puwede siyang mag-work ng full-time 'no. And of course, Miss Ana, actually kung kakayanin pa niyang mag-part-time on top dun
Mm-hmm.
sa full-time job niya, puwedeng-puwede kasi walang
Yes.
restriction. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So furthermore, because of Canada's welcoming immigration policy din, your spouse may also be the principal applicant for your family permanent resident application while you are studying.
Right. So ito yung your spouse or partner can be the principal applicant for um, express entry towards PR kasi maaaring siya yung magkaroon ng higher points because he or
Yes,
she
yes,
would have gained experience towards getting
yes.
your PR.
That's right, no? Kaya nga ibig sabihin nito, kapag nag-aaral ka pa tapos nakakuha na ng skill job offer from a Canadian employer, yung partner mo, no, who's working full-time, he or she may be qualified for one of the express entry programs. This gives the family an advantage of obtaining the permanent residency na mas mabilis kasi they don't have to wait for you na makapagtapos ng pag-aaral. Now, no, hindi pa tayo tapos, no. Given that the immigration Canada has strong stance talaga of family unification, your dependent children can also accompany you and they will be able to attend Canada's free world-class public schools without the need for student visa themselves. So they
Tama.
can study from age 5 to 19 years old.
Ito na nga yung na-mention ko kanina, no, about the good school programs offered to them elementary to high school, even if it's public school. Let's take out the
Mhm.
mindset na kailangan ba private school para magandang education?
Yes.
You know what? The basic foundation ng mga bata dito sa Canada is the public school.
Wow.
It's
Okay. So
great.
of course, no, your dependents are also allowed to be included in your family permanent residency application. So up to 24 years old yon. Or rather 22 years old. And not to mention din para sa mga OFW viewers natin ngayon, no. Alam ko napakahirap din na maging away for your loved ones. Speaking sa sarili ko mismo, Miss Ana, kasi my
Hmm.
husband is also an OFW, no.
Oh,
So
yeah.
alam ko talaga ang hirap mag-isa kapag may mga kailangang desisyon na kailangan gawin.
Tama.
'Di ba? So, study pathway can give you a chance to be united with your children and be with them while you are building your future in Canada naman. So, after all, no, Canada is serious on family unification. This is the best investment for your family.
Correct. So now would be a wonderful time na you're gonna watch your kids grow na kapag bonding
Yes.
kayo. So you're
Mhm.
investing in yourself and of course the bonding ninyo as a family.
That's right. Mhm.
Okay, so speaking of family, ano naman ang visa duration ng iyong partner, spouse, or your dependents?
Mhm. Okay. Now, another good thing about Canada family policy is that the dependent on partner allowed to stay from the same length of time as the principal student permit holder. So, same siya, Miss Ana, sa student, ang
Okay, that's
duration.
good. So, ano naman ang visa ng partner children kapag natapos na ng international student yung pag-aaral niya sa program niya?
Okay. So, once the student graduate, no, his or her family can also extend or apply for their current visas. So, may extend.
Galing. So, right. So, katulad ng sabi ko kanina, the kids can continue studying in their schools, the
Yes,
spouse and partner can continue working. No need to stop kahit nag-graduate na yung international student.
that's right. Mhm.
All right. So, ito na ang reason number 4. Why Canada, studying in Canada is the way to go. Jess, tell us.
Yes. So once the student graduate, no, his or her family can also ay okay, sorry about that. So ito, it's because this is the fastest way, Miss Ana, para makapag-move sa Canada. Bakit? If all the documents and requirements are available na siya right away, the processing and the waiting time after the submission of the application will be around 6 months in total lang. So
Hmm.
take note, no, this can be longer. It really depends on you, on how you are ready for the documents, para sa funds ninyo, but possible talaga na mas earlier than that.
Wow. So again, with the proper preparation and the proper guidance, you're already on your way to meeting this dream of yours. So
Yeah.
now na pag-usapan na natin kanina ni Jess yung mga top reasons bakit ba maganda mag-study sa Canada. Isa naman ako pwede mag-study. So why don't
Yes,
we
question natin 'yon.
yeah. So let's talk about other educational options that we can take if we want to study in Canada. And with that, we want to open the floor for our special guest. So here with us
Yes.
today, Jess, with Jess and
Yeah.
I, is Miss Regine Molina, Philippine Country Manager of Kwantlen Polytechnic University, or KPU for short. So, sa mga interested talaga to study abroad, let's open our eyes and ears and let's get to know more about KPU. Hey, Regine, welcome.
Hi,
Thank you for
Regine.
joining us.
Hi, Miss Jess. Hi, Miss Anna. Good morning, Miss Anna. 2 a.m. na pala dyan. So,
Ay, two na pala. Oh,
gising na gising ka pa. So,
yes naman.
thank you so much sa mga viewers natin right now sa Facebook. Ang dami nating viewers and sa lahat ng mga nanonood all over the world. I can see na may mga galing sa UAE, Singapore,
Yes.
Malaysia. So, thank you so much for taking the time to join us today. We appreciate it a lot. So, ayan. Again, my name is Regine Molina. I am the in-country manager of KPU or Kwantlen Polytechnic University. And for the information of everyone, Secure Visa is one of our trusted partners. So if you
Wow.
want to study at KPU, feel free to reach out to them right after this session. And we have many students na din who are in Canada already because of Secure Visa. So, ayan. And I had the pleasure to meet also Miss Aina and Sir John earlier this year. And you can really feel the passion, the dedication of Secure Visa in helping our future students to go to Canada. Ayan.
Yes, of
Okay.
course.
Okay. So, na-mention kanina ni Miss Jess na when is the best time to apply? It is actually today. It's best to take advantage of Canada because Canada is still open for immigrants, especially for international students. Ayan. So, next slide, please.
Yan.
Okay. Now, let's talk about KPU, or Kwantlen Polytechnic University. KPU is actually Canada's only polytechnic university. What we mean by Polytechnic University is we combine academic excellence with hands-on applied learning. So what we mean by that is we highly focus on practical learning, which is very important for students kasi yun yung hinahanap ng employers in Canada, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Ayan. Mm-mm. And then aside from that, we welcome more than 20,000 students every year. That includes
Tama.
domestic and international.
Mhm.
Ayan. As for our programs, madami din kayong pagpipilian because we have more than 140 programs across various disciplines. Ayan. In terms of university size naman, we are the third largest university in Metro Vancouver because we have
Vancouver.
Yes, we have 5 campuses across Metro Vancouver area.
Wow.
Mm, dami.
Ayan.
Mm.
Next important point, very important ito, we are an accredited public university. Ayan. So all of our programs are eligible for PGWP. Yun na mention ni na Miss Anna kanina, which is post-graduation work permit. Okay, let's
Mm-mm.
proceed to the next slide.
So, okay.
Ayan. So, KPU is located in the province of British Columbia, specifically in Metro Vancouver area. And as per research, it is number one in Canada for quality of living. And right now, napakababa po ng unemployment rate in Metro Vancouver area, especially in the province of British Columbia. If
Good
you are
news yun para
into
sa mga incoming
Yes,
students, no?
yes, that's right. That's right. Kasi madali silang makakahanap ng job.
Work.
Kumbaga, less
Mm-hmm.
competition
Yep.
because of this unemployment rate. Okay. And then, very important din ito na yung lilipatan yung location is safe, it is multicultural, and has a laid-back lifestyle. Yan. And just like you na mention ni Miss Anna kanina, you'll get to meet different people from different
Mhm.
countries, different nationalities. It's a great way to start learning more about their perspectives, their culture. It also adds to the value that to the reason why you're there. Kumbaga, parang nagkakaroon ng mas value, mas importance yung pagpunta nyo in Canada. It's not just about learning. It's also about dealing with other people.
Mm-mm.
Ayan.
Correct.
And one of the best selling points also of Metro Vancouver, it's its climate.
Mm-mm.
So compared to other provinces and cities in Canada, very mild lang yung climate in Metro Vancouver area, right?
So, mas mabilis
Yeah.
makapag-adjust yung mga Pinoy na kagaya natin, Miss Ana. Especially yung mga oldies natin na medyo sumasakit-sakit na yung kasukasuan kung malamig masyado, right?
Natatawa ako dun kasi parang pinapatamaan mo yata yung Toronto na masyadong malamig kasi dito, no? Pero I mean, speaking of weather, just to compare, sabi nga nila, Metro Vancouver, average nila is 20 degrees ang per day,
Yes.
right? Parang Tagaytay
Yes.
feels lang siya like all year round. Tapos
Oh.
pag
Right,
winter,
right.
generally milder yung winter, hindi kasing lamig ng like other provinces like Alberta, Saskatchewan, Manitoba, and Ontario. So not too freezing.
Hinuli, hinuli mo talaga si Ontario.
Oo, hindi naman ang okray naman, hindi. Pero syempre, winter is awesome. Ano ba, ma-experience
Yeah.
mo rin yung winter. Hindi ba maganda yon?
White
Thank you.
Christmas. Yeah.
That's right, that's right. May winter din naman sa Vancouver, although kapag nagsusnow siya, saglit lang siya compared to, other locations in
Yes.
Canada. Actually, mas madalas yung rain, yung ulan in
Oh,
Vancouver,
yes.
which is why it's called Raincouver, right?
Ah,
Ayan.
Vancouver.
Yeah.
okay.
Raincouver yung,
Narinig
kumbaga,
yun. Thank you, Miss Regine, for sharing that.
yes, yes. Kaya kailangan natin ng mga raincoats and umbrella in Vancouver.
Ganon.
I
Ayan.
Sige.
see.
And just to share with everyone, for example, right now, it's the summer season, right? Yung weather doon is just like the Philippines, pero hindi kayo pagpapawisan kasi malamig yung hangin.
Mm,
So, gaganahan ka talagang lumabas, go out with your
Mhm.
friends, with your family. Kapag ganitong season, they consider it as a good weather talaga.
mm.
So, yeah.
Okay. That's
Kumbaga,
good.
weather is the top selling point of Metro Vancouver
Talaga?
for everyone. Yes, yes.
Okay, sige. That's good. Go on.
Okay.
Tell us more.
Yes. So, as I mentioned earlier, we do have 5 campuses across Metro Vancouver. Just a heads up for everyone, we are not located in downtown Vancouver. So, it means na mas mababa yung living cost natin, which is good for international students. So we do have 5 campuses. We have one in Richmond. So as you can see here, there is Richmond. It's actually the campus closest to the city of Vancouver and Vancouver International Airport. So in terms
Mm.
of living cost, I would say na medyo mataas sa Richmond area
Oh,
kasi malapit na siya sa airport.
airport.
And
Mm.
then we have 3 campuses in Surrey. So kung narinig nyo na yung Surrey, it's one of the low-cost cities talaga in Metro Vancouver
Vancouver.
and napakaraming Filipinos po dito sa area na to kasi nga mababa yung living cost. So we have Civic Plaza, we have Surrey, and then we have KPU Tech.
Dami. Mhm.
Yung last campus natin is KPU Langley. So, yun na yung, kumbaga, pinakamalayong campus natin. But it's still within Metro Vancouver. So, ibig sabihin, mas mababa pa din yung living cost in that area.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Mhm. At ang maganda
As you
na
can,
may transit, like it's
Yeah.
yes,
convenient to
yes,
commute from all
yes,
campuses.
that's right, Miss Anna. So, as you can see dito sa map, connected siya to one another kasi very convenient siya, very accessible to
Mm-mm.
bus stops and especially sa SkyTrain stations natin. Like for example, if you are interested in taking postgraduate program at KPU, yung campus nyo will be here at Civic Plaza. And itong Civic
Mm.
Plaza na to, it's just right beside the SkyTrain station.
Oh.
Ano
So,
yun?
very
Yes.
Parang
accessible na.
MRT, ganon.
Oo, parang ganun
Yes.
ba siya?
Pero
MRT
mas
na
malayo. Mas mabilis.
mas
Mas mabilis,
mabilis,
mas maganda?
mas maganda,
Okay.
mas efficient.
Good to know.
Ayan.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, yes.
Wow.
And kasama na po sa tuition fee nila yung, kumbaga yung parang beep card natin dito sa
Wow.
Philippines.
Wow.
So,
Malaking
Yes.
tulong yun.
makakatipid sila 'no, hindi na sila kailangan mag-set aside ng funds para sa transportation allowance nila.
That's
That's
right, that's
nice.
right. Basta enrolled sila sa university, kasama na yon sa tuition fee nila, and that's unlimited rides for
Mm,
SkyTrain, for bus or sea buses. And ang maganda dito, pwede nilang gamitin yon sa leisure activities nila. It's not just for school-related activities.
right.
Mhm.
Okay.
Wow.
Ayan.
Cool.
Okay, let's proceed sa next slide. Ayan. So ano nga ba yung mga credentials na ma-obtain natin sa KPU? We do have certificate. So when we say certificate, that's undergraduate level for 12 months. And then when we say diploma, undergraduate level pa din siya, but for 2 years naman siya.
Mhm.
Next is associate's degree, still undergraduate level, also for 2 years. And bachelor's degree, of course, that's 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
Then for postgraduate studies, we have post-baccalaureate diploma for 2 years and a
Mhm.
graduate diploma also for 2 years.
2 years.
That's a lot,
Ayan.
Madaming options if you're an
Ang daming
international
options,
student.
'no?
Yes,
Yeah, yeah.
yes.
Unlike other countries na meron parang few lang talaga after
Yeah.
ano. Wow.
Ayan. So, for our viewers right now, you may type in sa comment section natin if you're looking for an undergraduate level or postgraduate level. So, we would know also. Okay. Next slide, please. Okay, let's proceed to the next slide. Ayan. Ito na, one of the most important parts of this presentation is yung admission requirements natin para ma-prepare natin ahead of time, right? So, yung admission requirements depend sa academic level na iti-take nyo at KPU. So, if you are applying for a bachelor's degree, associate's degree, diploma, or certificate, you should have at least finished 24 undergraduate credits in college. So let's say graduate kayo ng high school old curriculum, pwede
Mhm.
po kayo mag-apply sa undergraduate program at KPU for as long as you have finished 24 units in college. So somehow parang first semester siya in college or first year.
Mhm.
Ayan.
Okay.
Okey, good to know kasi for sure marami ditong gano'n 'no, yung situation nila yung hindi nakapag-complete naman ng, college degree. Alright.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's right, Miss Jess. If you are a K-12 graduate naman, wala tayong
Mm,
problema doon. You can apply directly, no conditions.
mhm,
And another requirement is the English proficiency requirement. So right now, we are not waiving the English proficiency, but good news, you can take Duolingo as an alternative to IELTS. So for Duolingo, it's just an online English test. Pwede nyo siya i-take sa bahay. Yung results
mhm,
niya is within 48 hours, I think. And mas
mhm.
madali siya compared to IELTS. So
Kaya
Mm-hmm.
pala
take
naka-highlight si Duolingo dito.
yes,
Mm-hmm.
yes. So take advantage of taking Duolingo while
Mhm.
we are still accepting that.
Good.
Okay. Let's proceed to the next, which is the post-baccalaureate diploma or graduate diploma programs. I believe marami tayong students, no, na gusto mag-advance ng studies nila in
Yes.
Canada.
Mhm,
So here are some of the requirements. Number one, required po na meron tayong bachelor's degree from a recognized post-secondary institution for as long as recognized siya ng CHED or Commission on
mhm,
Higher Education, we would recognize that as well. Number two is again the English proficiency. You can take Duolingo again for the postgraduate programs. And for number three, may mga additional requirements tayo for graduate diploma. So it's best to check with us, with Secure Visa, what are the additional requirements for the graduate diploma programs.
Okay. So tama. So before ka pumili ng gusto mong kurso, alamin mo muna yung mga basic requirements ng
yes.
KPU.
Mhm.
Okay.
And we can help you with that 'no, knowing all the ano yung, requirements na kailangan for your profile. No? So you can connect with us. For those dito, si Friendly, si Jeffrey, si Joms about postgraduate level, you may also send us an email at info@securevisa.com if you want to know more about it. All right.
Yes, yes, that's right. So right now, proceed tayo sa some of the undergraduate programs. In case you are interested with undergraduate programs, ipe-present ko lang yung ibang programs sa inyo for you to have an idea of your options. So for the Faculty of the Arts, some of the most popular programs are entertainment arts, education assistant, psychology, political science, and journalism. Very popular din siya sa students namin. Okay, let's proceed to the
Nice.
next slide.
Mm-hmm.
Ayan. So, one of the most popular programs right now in Vancouver and very in demand right now are the entertainment arts programs. So, for the information of everyone, Vancouver is considered as Hollywood North.
Mm.
Napakaraming movies, TV series na pinoproduce in Vancouver City. Parang US na din siya. So these programs are very in demand right now in the market. And yung entry-level salary nito is very competitive talaga for
Wow.
fresh
Wow.
graduates, I would say.
Mhm.
So, for diploma programs, we are offering advanced 3D animation and 3D modeling. We also have advanced game development, which is very interesting,
Mm-hmm.
and advanced VFX virtual production. If you want 1 year lang naman, we have foundation in entertainment arts. Actually, we have some good news for all students who will be admitted to these programs. Kapag
Mhm.
admitted kayo sa diploma programs ng entertainment arts, you have an entrance scholarship of 15,000 Canadian dollars.
What? Say
Wow.
that again. Say
Yes,
that again.
that's 15,000 Canadian dollars entrance scholarship.
Wow. Galing.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
So,
That's
kailangan
nice.
nyo lang ma-meet yung admission requirements to be able
Okay.
to become eligible of that entrance scholarship. Kapag certificate program naman, you're eligible to receive 12,000 Canadian dollars. Still not bad, right?
Wow.
Yes. Oh.
Ang
Yes, yes.
taray. Okay. That's awesome. Oh, buti pa dyan. Okay. Go on.
Ayan. So, while we are still offering this entrance scholarships, take advantage of that kasi ang laki
Right.
ng scholarship, right? And
Tama. Tama.
Yes.
yes, yes. And imagine yung program is in demand right now in the market. You have less competition kasi very rare for schools na nag-offer ng ganitong programs right now, especially in Metro Vancouver area. So,
Wow.
Oh, I see.
ayan.
Okay, good to know.
Okay, let's proceed to the next slide. Okay, School of Business. Of course, this is the most popular faculty for Filipino students. Itong programs na nakikita nyo right now, it's a mix of undergraduate and postgraduate programs. But later on, we will have a dedicated slide for the postgraduate programs. Okay, so let's proceed to the next slide, please. Okay, we do have Wilson School of Design. I think very few lang din yung mga colleges and universities in Canada na nag-o-offer ng design programs. So, Miss Anna, I know you're familiar with Lululemon. It's a very popular active brand in Canada.
Yes.
And
Very
it's one of
expensive. Yes.
very expensive. Totoo
Okay.
yan. It's one of our sponsors for the
Oh,
Wilson School of Design. So some of our students get to do their internship in Lululemon, which is also a
wow.
Wow.
good Canadian work experience.
Yes,
Ganda.
yes.
That's
Oo.
nice.
Ayan. Unfortunately, we don't have Lululemon pa dito sa Philippines, but
Mhm.
ayan, in Canada, that's very popular.
It
It's
is, yes.
everywhere, actually.
True. And that was the brand that sponsored them in the Olympics and the Winter Olympics of the national team ng
Oh,
Canada. So, kung yung iba
Canada.
Yes.
Nike, sila
Yes.
Lululemon ng ano nila,
Lemon.
attire nila.
Right, right.
Galing.
Ayan. So, here are some of our programs under School of Design. Lahat to undergraduate except for the last program, which is Technical Apparel Design. So, Technical Apparel Design, it's a post-baccalaureate diploma. And yung tuition fee natin dito, low, it's a low tuition fee program. That's roughly 27,000 Canadian dollars for 2 years na.
Wow.
Mm, okay.
Ayan. So, let's proceed to the next slide.
Faculty of Health.
Mm-hmm.
Ayan. For those who are looking for healthcare related programs, we offer limited programs lang. Right now, we are offering certificate in healthcare assistant program. So when we say certificate, that's just 1 year. And diploma in traditional Chinese medicine or acupuncture program. So, ayan, very limited lang. But if you're interested, you may reach out to us to get to know more about these programs. Okay. And then we do have science and horticulture programs. In this faculty, some of the most popular programs would be brewing and brewery operations. So, in the province of British Columbia, si KPU lang yung nag-offer ng diploma in brewing and brewery operations.
Mm.
Brewing
And
ano
it's also a
yan? Brewing ano yan,
beer.
Regine? Correct.
Beer.
It's
Mm.
beer.
So,
Okay.
yes, it's beer. So very profitable siya. As you know naman, in Western countries, very popular talaga ang beer sales.
Yes.
So, um, if you are interested, let us know. It's a 2 year diploma program. And then aside from that, computer aided design and drafting is also a very popular program. According to the BC labor market, right now, CAD program is one of the high opportunity jobs in the province.
Oh.
So,
Mhm.
yeah, if you're
Wow.
interested with taking CAD, um, it's hindi siya offered in all intakes. Like, offered lang siya every September and January. So, it's best to consult with us first if you are interested in the CAD program.
Okay.
Okay, last faculty would be Faculty of Trades. So we only offer one program, which is Mechatronics and Advanced Manufacturing Technology. So it's a 2 year diploma program. Ayan. And right now, I think it's still open, but it's best to check first every now and then if we are still accepting applications.
So, meaning, no, Miss Regine, wala kayong parang specific cut-off. Depende kung na-full na yung seats available, saka lang siya nagko-close.
Yes, most of the time ganun yung case natin,
Mm.
especially for postgraduate programs. Itong mga nakikita nyo right now on your screen, as soon as mag-full na yung seats
Mm.
natin, then we are closing the application period.
Alright,
Ayan.
thank you.
So, let us discuss yung mga postgraduate programs natin. I know a lot of you are interested in postgraduate programs. So, we do have two levels. We have post-baccalaureate diploma and we have graduate diploma programs. So, for post-baccalaureate, we have accounting, operations and supply chain management, technical management and services, and human resources management. And then again, we have technical apparel design. For graduate diplomas, we have global business management and green business management and sustainability. So, for the information of everyone, green business is actually a very good program because Canada is a sustainable country. Like right now, they are focusing more on sustainable operations, clean technologies, electric cars. So, minsan kasi may misconception when they hear green business, they are thinking that it's more on agriculture,
Yes,
Mhm.
kasi
horticulture, but
green.
it's
Oo,
not. Yes. So,
sustainable pala.
actually,
Okay.
yes, actually right now for January 2024 intake, all of these programs are full except for the green business. So
Oh,
Oh.
just I
So hindi pa siya
yes,
gano'n
yes. So
ka-popular siguro 'no or somehow ano ba?
pwede pang humabol.
yes, pwede pa humabol. It's still open. We're still accepting applications. So, ayun. And these programs are very affordable. I'll give you an example. For operations and supply chain management and technical management and services, the estimated tuition fee is just 26,000 Canadian dollars for 2 years na yun.
Wow.
Mm,
Mhm.
Yeah.
that's interesting.
And for global business management and green business, roughly 27,000 to 28,000 Canadian dollars for 2 years. So if you're gonna look for other, let's say, other schools or programs
Mhm.
in Metro Vancouver, this might be one of the lowest tuition fee costs
Mm.
that you may find in the area.
Okey.
So hope you
Oh,
can consider taking postgraduate at KPU. And again, all of these
right.
programs are eligible for PGWP. Yeah.
Okay, so just to be clear, these are the programs na intended para dun sa mga may bachelor's degree na from their previous university, 'di ba? So there's a lot of great
Yes.
programs. So ang ganda ng mga options. All right.
Yes.
Yes. So mostly business programs lang talaga yung postgraduate
Mhm.
natin.
Right.
Okay, so let's focus on the one at the bottom. So as you can see, meron tayong graduate diploma. Again, that's global business or green business. If you take any of those programs, you have the option to ladder into a master's degree in Switzerland.
Oh,
So,
Switzerland.
yes, Switzerland. So, imagine it's a dual credential program.
Mhm.
Meron ka ng graduate diploma from KPU in Canada, may master's degree ka pa from SUMAS in Switzerland. However, it's not
Mm.
mandatory naman. It's up to the student if they want to pursue their master's
Pursue
degree ba.
masters.
Syempre,
Yes.
yes.
Yes. And
Okay.
ang maganda dito, they don't need to go to Switzerland. They just need to take 5 additional subjects online and
Mhm.
may master's degree na sila from
Oh,
SUMAS in Switzerland.
wow.
Oh,
Okay,
okay,
galing
yeah.
ah. Galing nun.
And
That's
they
nice.
Yeah, that's right. And they can actually include that in their CV. It's somehow
Mm.
impressive din sa employers na
Of
makakakita ng CV nyo
course.
na you have dual credentials in just a limited span of time, right?
Right.
Yes.
Ayan. So, next slide, please. Ayan. So, ano nga ba yung mga student services ni KPU na kaya niyang i-provide, especially for international students? Very important yung first one, career development services. So, at KPU, we do have um, like career annual fairs. We invite the
Mm.
top companies in Canada. So during that time, nakakapag-network yung students natin with potential employers. That's very important.
Yep.
And then we also have support from our career advisors. So let's say kailangan nila ng tips or advice on how to ace an interview, how to write an effective resume. Our advisors can help them with that. And
Mhm.
then nagpo-post din kami ng mga job vacancies on campus. They could share that with their fellow students, they could share that with
Mm.
their partners. So, ayan. Next is also very important. It's the students' well-being. Of course, migrating to another country is not easy at first. So if they need like academic or mental counseling, we do have that at KPU. And at KPU, discrimination is also a no-no. Like what you've mentioned earlier, we are very open to all nationalities, all races, all gender, all religion. So, um, yeah, everyone is very welcome at KPU. And then last is international academic and immigration advising. So for that, if you need like if you have questions regarding post-graduation work permit or how to
Mhm.
apply for permanent residency once you're in Canada already, we can help you with that through our
Mhm.
international advising team.
Wow.
Nice. Okay.
Okay, so next slide, please. So basically, before, during, and after you arrive in Canada, we do support you with all your needs. Like we have pre-departure sessions. We also have campus tours. And then in the middle of your studies, if you need advising, we also have that. You can just book an appointment with your advisors. And then after you arrive, if you have questions regarding medical insurance, your SIN, social insurance number, we can assist you with that through our advisors.
Malaking role talaga yung, nape-play ng university or ng school 'no, to support the student lalo na kung if you're living alone or you're far away from home, 'di ba? It helps to have these
Yes.
supports as you study.
Yes, yes. And good thing about KPU is that we have a very strong Filipino community on campus. Like
Oh,
nagtutulungan talaga sila. They provide tips, advices regarding let's say professors, subjects, group works. So that's
Mhm.
very important because somehow they are your support system in Canada.
tama, tama. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's good.
Okay. Ayan, very important itong part na ito. So, magkano nga ba yung tuition fee at KPU and other costs? So, for the first year, our minimum tuition fee cost is 15,260 for 1 year. That's the minimum. That's for
Mhm.
2 semesters. And then for the learning materials, you can budget about $750, pero most of our programs naman do not require you to buy textbooks.
Mm. Okay.
Um, yeah, for the living cost, of course, depende pa rin to sa lifestyle ni student or whether meron siyang family members in Canada. But the estimated living cost would be roughly 15,600 for 1 year. And that includes housing, utilities, food, transpo, and other personal expenses. Ayan. And then if you want to know more about the computation of your desired program, like kung ano yung tuition fee ng program mo at KPU, you can visit the link below. That's kpu.ca/tuition estimator, or you may reach out with Secure Visa. Okay.
Right. So what's great about this 'no, kasi naka-include na din yung mga ibang mga fees involved, yung mga miscellaneous. So at least makikita nila somehow kung magkano talaga yung kakailanganan nila. Alright, thank you, Regine.
Yes. Ayan. And another good news for everyone, for all Filipino students who will be admitted at KPU. They are eligible to receive an automatic tuition award ranging between 1,000 to 4,000 Canadian dollars. So it
Wow,
depends on the duration of their program. Ayan.
nice. So at
Let's
least it can
say,
offset your, the costs of your studying. So malaking tulong din yung may ma-receive kang some amount for your tuition.
yes, yes. So, depende siya sa duration ng program nila.
Mhm.
Let's say they are taking bachelor's, then that's 4,000 Canadian dollars.
Okay,
Kapag two
okay.
years, 2,000, and then 1 year is 1,000 CAD.
Still, yeah, but that's still a big help. That's good. Thank you for sharing that.
Yes, yes. That's for everyone. No conditions.
Okay.
Okay, let's proceed to the next. Ayan. So, wait, there's more. We have
Oh, yeah?
more scholarships
Mhm.
and awards for international students. So, let's focus on the one at the bottom,
Okay.
yung regional entrance scholarships. So, we only select 15 students per intake, and they can get up to 5,000 Canadian dollars. um, that's a one-time scholarship. So, based on our experience, majority ng nakakakuha ng regional entrance scholarships are Filipinos.
Oh, talaga?
So,
Surprise!
yes,
No. Pero
yes.
that's
Kasi
good.
kailangan,
Wow.
Yes, yes. Most of the time, kailangan lang nila magsulat ng essay. And
Mhm.
mga Pinoy, mga mahihilig magsulat yan ng essay.
Oo,
And
siyempre.
yes, yun. Majority of them, they get 5,000 Canadian dollars on top of the tuition award na minention natin kanina.
Cool, that's good. Ang dami namang award niyan, hindi ka pa nga nagagraduate may award na, oh, 'di ba? That's
Ay,
Yes.
awesome.
oo. Di ba mababa
O
na yung tuition fee? Meron pa tayo mga
Mm.
scholarships na available.
okey. Meron pa?
Another good news.
Okay.
For those who will be applying through Secure Visa, we will be waiving the application fee of $120 for two students. One is enrolling for an undergraduate program, and another one who will be enrolling for a postgraduate program. So yung validity
Oh,
nito is 1 month. You just need to reach out to Secure Visa and start applying for KPU. Yeah.
yes, oo. So you can reach out to us kapag interested kayo. Oh, 1 month to validity. So you guys can check this out. Oh,
Apply.
very
Oo.
advantageous. Yes.
Ayan.
Meron pa?
And
Meron
Mm.
pa?
then,
Wow.
yes. We also have good news for those who will be booking their tickets or flights from Manila
Mhm.
to Vancouver. We have an exclusive discount for students and their two companions. So, may discount sila na ma-avail through Philippine Airlines. As we know, PAL lang yung direct flight from Manila to Vancouver. And this travel period is October 26 onwards. We will let you know if this will be applicable for next year for our future
Mhm.
Hopefully
students.
ma-extend, no?
Oo, malaking
Yes,
tulong yang
mas
airfare na
bagay.
'yan.
Yes.
Yes.
Ayan. Okay, next slide, please. Ayan. Very important din ito for future students. So, kailan nga ba yung application period at KPU? Normally, we open the application period 11 months before. So, ganun siya kaaga. For example, for January 2024 intake, we opened last February 1. And then for
Mm.
May 2024, nag-open kami last June 1. So, if you're targeting like September 2024 next year, malapit na din mag-open yung application period. That will be on October 1. So, as you know, limited seats lang tayo for most of the programs, especially postgraduate. So, it's best to plan ahead, complete your documents, and apply through Secure Visa.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. So, this is the QR code that will direct you to our view book. In our view book, makikita nyo yung complete programs natin and the estimated tuition fees. So you can take a picture of this one. You can scan through your phone. And if you have any other questions, I think we will be moving to the Q&A session right after this. So um, yeah. So thank you so
Okay.
much, everyone.
Right, sige. So far, parang yung mga questions nila on the comments, parang na-cover naman during the discussion, Regine. Wala namang masyadong complicated questions na natanong about the schools din, no? So, let's check pa somehow kung meron. If ever naman, if tapos na yung live natin, you can also connect with us at info@securevisa.com, no? Ulitin ko lang, that's info@securevisa.com if you have questions or any clarifications about the program, about KPU, and about our services. All right?
Right. And in addition, we're keeping the screen here for a few more seconds so that you could see the details ni Regine. But then we're
Yes.
going to have to let this lovely lady go. But we want to say thank
Mhm.
you, Regine, for sharing your time with us. Ano pa?
Yeah.
Ang dami natin natutunan. Ang daming mga freebies at saka
Programs, no,
awards.
freebies, yung mga
Oo, di
awards.
ba?
Wow. Tama
Yeah,
ka dun,
so
Miss Ana
exciting.
kanina, hindi ka pa tapos pero ang dami ng
Oo,
awards 'no?
ang dami mo nang nakuha, 'di ba? So,
Dun palang
napakagaling
win-win.
talaga. Yes, so thank you for KPU and thank you for your time, Regine. And again, if you need more information, we will be here to gather your questions and we'll reach out to Regine
Yeah.
as so that you can get your answers. So, we're gonna have to say goodbye to Regine for this lovely Friday. Thank you again for your time.
Thank you so much, Miss Jess, Miss Anna, and to the whole Secure Visa team for hosting this event.
Right.
And to everyone, don't forget to apply to KPU through Secure Visa. So thank you so much and have a good Friday, everyone.
Same to
Right.
you.
TGIF.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, so don't go yet. So people, thank you for staying around with us. Don't go yet. So Jess
We
and I
have a
will
lot of things
continue.
to discuss pa. Yes, very
All
important
right.
things to discuss.
So now that we finished talking about sa KPU, dami nating natutunan. Let's get down to business. Ito na yung mga kailangan niyang malaman. So while you're still there, time to listen up, guys.
Yes. So now this is the time for us to discuss the study permit financial requirements, no? So these are the two major investment na need natin to prepare in order for us to make this happen. So take note, I use the word investment. It's because the money na spend nyo for this pathway naman will have a huge return for you in the future. So let's get started. All right. Now, our first investment, no, is the school tuition fee, and your second investment will be your evidence of fund, or other call it the show money requirement. Okay. So, una, for the tuition fee muna tayo. So, kindly note that the fee payment method differs from university to university, schools from schools, and as per, of course, no, on the course that you're going to opt for, or kung ano ba yung qualified ka na program to study with based sa profile mo. So, iba-iba yung fees per program and level of qualification din. Depende din yan sa budget ninyo at sa mapipili ninyong school, of course, no? So, in this case naman, I can tell you the exact tuition fee, but I'm going to share with you the fee range naman later para somehow alam nyo, no, kung magkano yung kakailanganin ninyo. Now, let's move forward to the evidence of funds naman. So, Canada immigration requires a proof na kaya nyo isupport yung self nyo while studying. You need to convince the immigration officer that you are capable to live comfortably in Canada while you are studying, especially for those who are planning, no, to bring their family with you habang nag-aaral ka. There are other agencies, no, na sinasabi nila, ay, hindi nyo naman kailangan dalhin to sa Canada, yung show money na to. And that you only need to bring a money in Canada because you can work part-time daw.
Oh, sinasabi nila yun.
Yes, na
Oh
merong iba, Miss
no.
Ana. So we don't
Mm,
actually recommend for you doing that, no? It's because you really need the funds to support you in your daily expenses habang nag-aaral ka. So yes, you may work part-time habang nag-aaral ka, but please be reminded that you're only allowed to work 20 hours per week eh. And these working hours may not able to sustain your daily expenses pa.
correct. So keep in mind, coming to Canada as a student, marami kang mga duties na gagawin sa school. Tulad ng sinabi natin kanina, may papers, may group work, may
Mm,
reports. So you have to put yung focus mo talaga and energy mo to studying and graduating. So working part-time is only an option, but hindi
yep.
yun ang main focus natin, hindi mag-work, di ba? So that's why
Yes.
yung funds, before ka pang mag-start to come to Canada, should already be sufficient.
That's right, no? Especially now with the current inflation going on, Miss Anna. So we highly suggest to be ready, and being prepared is a must talaga.
Tama.
Having a direct access, especially dun sa mga funds ninyo, bringing your evidence of funds is a smart thing to do. This is the reason why we can call it show money talaga.
Okay, so those are asking, so paano yan? Do I need to have these funds now bago ako mag-start mag-apply sa school or sa secure visa?
Okay, that's a good question. But actually, this is depende sa inyo, no? You may start completing your documents while saving up for the preparation of your funds. And for those who already have funds, then that's good. Kasi ibig sabihin nun, we can start right away. Wala na tayong waiting time for you. Pwedeng mas mapabilis yung process ninyo. But it doesn't mean naman na hindi na pwedeng mag-start yung hindi pa financially ready, Miss Anna, no? Kasi there are
Mm.
clients naman namin who took a year. Merong iba nga, umaabot talaga ng 2 years bago sila makapunta ng Canada. Dahil kailangan muna nilang mag-ipon, and they know that the importance kasi dito talaga is getting ahead. Kaya ang iba, they actually signed up na for our services habang nag-iipon pa. So meron ding clients na um, ready na talagang i-process yung kanilang mga visas. So ang message natin dito is It's best to start ahead. That's the best decision that you can do.
Tama, correct ka diyan.
Right. So all clear ba? Now, how many of you here want to bring their family with them? Now, for singles, you don't have to worry. You are still eligible to study. I just want to get attention lang dun sa mga viewers natin no, na mga married, my partner, my dependents, um, who are asking no kung magkano ba para I want you
Mm.
guys to prepare talaga kung magkano yung kakailanganin ninyo. So please listen carefully.
Okay.
Ayan, sige.
So,
So I'm showing.
magkano nga? Oh, ito na kanina pa natin sinasabi yung magkano, 'di ba? So, how much do I really need as evidence of funds na 'to sinasabi mo, Jess?
Okay. So I am showing with you the standard minimum required evidence of funds, and this based in Canada immigration website. No, so the estimated foreign exchange rate I use is 1 Canadian dollar to 43 pesos. So
Mhm.
please note that the actual foreign exchange rate might vary. No, so ayan, for international student, focus muna tayo sa solo applicant. You need at least 10,000 Canadian dollar or 430,000 pesos for a 1 year program of study. Okay, so again, take note that this is only for 1 year, regardless if you will bring your family or not. Okay, again, we highly recommend that you study for a 2 years program kasi nga, you might be eligible to apply for a 3 years post-graduation work permit after completing those 2 years. So
Mhm.
for 2 years of study naman, you need to double the requirement, Miss Anna. So halimbawa,
Yep,
kanina 10,000 CAD lang, it will be 20,000 Canadian dollar for 2 years or 860,000 pesos naman.
tama. Okay.
Now, if you're bringing your partner naman, the partner will need to present additional funds of 4,000 Canadian dollar per year or around 172,000 pesos. Again, double that for 2 years of study din.
Mhm.
All right. So another thing, if you're planning to bring a dependent child while studying naman, for each dependent, regardless of the age, the required evidence of funds is at least 3,000 Canadian dollars or 129 pesos per year. Okay,
Mhm.
again, double that funds for 2 years of study.
So the point is you have to have more than enough funds to cover you and every member of your family.
That's right.
Okay?
So this is a combination of the tuition fee and the evidence of fund naman. So please, no, take note that this computation is based on the lowest tuition fee of the 2 year program. So this may vary depending on the program, location, no, of course, kung saan kayo located in Canada, kung saan kayo mag-aaral, that is applicable for you. And also, miscellaneous are not included din dito sa computation natin.
Okay.
Again, if you enroll in a 2 year program, this will give you a 3 year post-graduation work permit. Okay? So it will give you enough time to build your score in express entry and eventually no increase your chance to apply for permanent residency, a huge advantage compared to a 1 year program with a 1 year post graduation work permit lang. Okay, also I want to remind everyone that the total funds that you see in the screen may change depending on your tuition fee. The higher the tuition fee, the higher the total funds that you need to present to Canadian immigration. Okay? Again, no, once again, this computation is based on the lowest tuition fee of a 2 year program.
Okay, so just naka-present na dito sa slide natin. Start tayo on the leftmost for the solo student, meaning mag-isa lang siyang pupunta ng Canada.
Yeah, right. So the total estimated funds na need mo if you're a solo student, no, for 2 years stay in Canada is 46,000 Canadian dollar or around 1.9 million pesos.
Okay, so how about student with a partner or spouse?
Okay, so the evidence of funds need mo for the two of you is around 28,000 Canadian dollars. You will add the lowest tuition fee naman, which is 26 Canadian dollars naman to. The total funds that you will need to present is around 54,000 Canadian dollar or roughly around 2.3 million pesos.
Okay, noted. Okay, now for a student, if you're bringing a partner plus one dependent child.
Ayan. So please take note on this. The total funds that you need to present to immigration is around 60,000 Canadian dollars or around 2.5 million pesos naman. Kasama na dito ang tuition fee, evidence of funds ng student, partner, and one dependent.
Okay, so again, these are only estimates or illustrations. The total funds will vary depending on your school and your program and your location.
That's right, no? Let me say this, no? Let's say lang, no, Miss Ana, sample lang
Mm,
natin. Meron kang 1 million pesos or sabihin na natin 800,000 pesos lang, no? Just
okay.
imagine it. Will you invest that 1 million or 2 million to reward your family?
Well, of course, rather than, you're spending your money on unknown business or investing in unknown
Mm,
whatever, 'di ba? So why don't you make the smart move and invest in yourself to
that's
study?
right. So studying in Canada is considered rewarding investment talaga for your future as you have access to premier education, no? That's one migration opportunity, and a globally recognized degree, right? This opportunity does not come very often, no, for many. So make sure that you make a wise choice talaga. Now you must be wondering, paano kung hindi ko kaya? Yung 2 million, meron lang akong 1 million or 500,000 pesos or less.
Ayun na nga. So I don't have enough funds, Jess. So may options pa ba ako?
Alright, so there it is very common actually, Miss Ana. Marami tayong mga clients na hindi pa naman talaga financially ready when they get started, no, or they connected with us. Okay, so our answer to that is you may actually get a sponsorship. Right? You may
Okay.
use one or two sponsors to help you with your application or with your tuition fee. Ang sponsor naman hindi kailangan 'no, ang sponsor is kailangan na friend siya, family member, puwede ring relative to or other third parties can sponsor you by writing a letter or presenting a
Mm-hmm.
bank accounts as proof of funds. Okay.
Okay.
So, you may also have multiple sponsors. You're allowed to present multiple bank accounts. So, hindi naman kailangan i-consolidate siya sa isang bank account lang, yung
Mm-hmm.
show money ninyo, to help you complete the required amount needed for the application naman. So, ito yung mga things na kailangan yung malaman about having a sponsor. Okay, unang-una, your sponsor are not required to be in Canada. So may mga notion kasi ng iba na, ay, sa Canada ako mag-aaral. So kailangan yung sponsor ko from Canada din.
Mm.
No. They
Okay.
can be a residents of any country. They can be in the Philippines, US, or kung saan man sila.
Mm-hmm.
Alright? Okay, another thing, your sponsor can be your parents, your family, relatives, as long as you have proof of relationship, no? So, yun yung pinaka-importante kasi hihingin to ni immigration eh, proof of relationship, kung
Ano ba yung
kano-ano
mga
mo.
proof na yon? Mga proof of relationship?
Sige. So, based siguro sa mga experience natin, Miss Ana, no, with our clients, kung kamag-anak mo, like say for example, parents mo, then birth
Mm.
certificate,
Yes.
that would suffice.
Correct.
Oo, right?
Okay.
Then ayan, another thing is your sponsor must be willing to provide funds that is legit and verifiable, 'no? Kasi very particular din si immigration when it comes to anti-money laundering. Kaya
Mm-hmm.
kailangan legit at kailangan mabe-verify nila right away yung funds na pumapasok in and out, 'no, ng mga transactions dun sa bank account.
Yep.
Right. So another thing, sponsors are required to show bank statements and other verifiable documents. The funds of your sponsor then, they are not allowed or not required rather to be deposited in your account. Kagaya nga ng sinabi ko kanina, hindi naman kailangan i-consolidate yan or ilagay talaga sa iisang account lang unless it's donated to you.
Okay. So here's another question. Pwede ba ako mag-loan sa bank, for
Okay.
example?
Good question kasi ang dami din nagtatanong sa atin diyan 'no. So according to immigration expert, Miss Anna, yes, as long as makikita nila that you are continuously paying and in a good credit standing. Okay?
Mm.
So pwede
Yes.
'no, pwede naman siyang magamit. Now let me share with you a clients who apply their student permit application with sponsor. Okay, so we have here Fatima. So Fatima is one of our successful client in Secure Visa. Right now, she's a student of So College. Her course is Business Management Postgraduate. No, so this is a 2 years course. Sa kanya naman, no, ginaid namin siya para makuha niya yung student visa niya. Then, yung funds naman niya is not really enough to sustain her show money requirement kay immigration. That's why meron siyang sponsor. Sorry sa word na ginamit. Kaya that's why meron siyang sponsor which is the parent at saka yung brother naman niya para
Mhm.
matulungan siya to complete the fund.
Yeah,
Mm.
FYI, I met Fatima last year. Nasundo namin
Ay,
siya
oo
sa
nga pala ikaw yung
airport.
sumundo sa kanya, Miss
Oo, so
Ana.
solo applicant lang siya and she came alone pero very ano siya, self-sufficient and very excited siya. So, it's a good thing that she's already doing well in her school and doing well in her part-time job. So, let's
Wow.
move on. Okay.
Alright. So, another client naman si Faye, no, international student din siya, currently studying in 𝗲𝗄 College, taking up early childhood education, post-secondary diploma program naman 'to. So, she submitted just enough funds to cover her tuition fee and evidence of funds, no. She's actually married pero she decided na mauna muna, Miss Ana,
Mm.
para nga naman mas, kumbaga practicality, no,
Yes,
mas yung
yes.
funds niya lang yung hahanapin ni immigration. No need to present funds for the kids and saka sa partner niya. But,
Mhm.
on her case pa rin 'no, kinakailangan pa rin niya ng tulong. So that's why meron pa rin siyang sponsor para mabuo pa rin yung fund na requirement sa kanya. Yung parents niya donated funds for her and Faye meron din yung sariling ipon din 'no, na yun yung ginamit niya para ma-present niya dun kay immigration. Ayan, so this shows talaga na kahit na may sponsor ka, you have a chance to study in Canada.
Yeah, of course, let me say, understood naman na tayong mga Pilipino na meron tayong close family ties, no?
Yes,
Understood nagtutulungan tayo, whether anak tinutulungan ng magulang, magulang tinutulungan ng anak, and et cetera. So, in many cases talaga, we support each other. And alam ng Immigration Canada yan na sino pa ba lalapitan mo to help you with your sponsorship? Of course, it's your family. So, very
that's
aware din
right.
ng ang
Mhm.
Canada.
Okay.
Okay.
Now let us discuss naman, Miss Anna, the different types of documents that you may present
Yeah.
to prove that you have enough funds. Kasi I'm sure curious din yung iba dito. Pwede bang magamit yung mga land title, no? Yung mga car, pwede ba yun? Yung mga
Mm.
properties. So what documents ba yung kailangan nating i-present to prove that you have enough funds for your evidence of funds and proof
Okay.
that you are capable to pay the remaining tuition fee? So ito na
Mm-hmm.
yung list natin, okay? So you may present your bank certificates, bank statements, if you are employed, pwede rin yung certificate of employment, and payslip are documents to be presented as your evidence of funds. So kung yung stocks, investment ninyo dyan, if meron kayo, that can be a supporting ties.
Okay, so question, sinabi mo nga kanina, kasama ba sa proof of funds ko yung may titulo ako ng bahay, condominium, or bahay at lupa, meron din akong kotse or mga insurance, kasama ba yun sa evidence of funds ko?
Okay, so properties are not, no, let me
Hmm,
repeat lang, not proof of funds, but we can include them as your assets as part of the application as support of your capacity and ties to your home country kasi very important din yung ties natin dito sa Philippines.
tama. So dapat ang evidence of funds mo must be readily available in money form in the bank and you can
Mhm.
access it and withdraw as needed, correct?
That's right. Kaya nga hindi pwede yung investment. Kasi 'di ba usually ang investment, kailangan muna nating ibenta yung stocks bago siya maging
Yes,
available
yes.
as funds i-credit sa account. So that's why,
Mhm.
right?
Okay.
So of course, you also need to prepare na din, Miss Anna, sa mga other fees involved. Kasi hindi naman ibig sabihin na yung tuition fee, show money, yun lang yung gagastusin natin along the way, right? So
Right,
we
right.
need to think, of course, for the medical fee kasi you'll be required for a medical examination, biometrics fee, and saka immigration fees naman, and of course,
Mm-mm.
acquiring NBI clearance. So that would be around 20,000 pesos din yung maging on-top expenses mo.
Okay.
All right. Sige. Now the question is, are you required to pay your tuition fee right away? Okay? The answer to that is no. You are not required to pay the whole 2 years of your study. You may only pay the first semester or the first academic year. But please note that upon submitting your study permit application, you must provide proof of to immigration officer pa rin that you are capable of paying your remaining balance of your tuition fee.
So again, capability of paying is seen in your evidence of funds na ipinresent mo yung mga papers na minention natin kanina. That's why yung funds is better if it's more than enough.
That's right.
Okay, so
Mhm.
you might wonder, let's say, nagbayad na ako ng tuition, Jess, and everything, right?
Mhm.
What do I do kapag na-refuse naman yung aking student permit application?
Well, actually, Miss Anna, that really happens, no? At totoo yung nangyayari, no? So do not
Yes.
worry. The tuition fee payment you made will not go to waste naman. So why? Ito yung two things that you can do, no? Kapag bayad na yung tuition fee, then apparently na-refuse tayo on the visa application. If your school start date is near, you can inform the school to defer or move your start date to the next start date naman. From then, you can reapply your student permit application.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing is that you may also choose to refund, but expect that the full payment will not return to you as some school deduct admin fees. Okay,
Okay.
so hope clear ito sa inyo.
Okay.
Alright, okay. Now, but maybe no, nag-a-ask din kayo, what if you get refused on the visa application? Will this affect my reapplication kung magre-reapply man ako? Well, you don't have to worry about this because you may reapply again.
Oo, parang reality check ano, parang mahirap talaga yung 'pag naka-receive ka ng refusal to any visa parang, you know how it
Parang
feels na parang
katapusan na ba?
oo,
Parang
parang
gano'n yung pakiramdam.
nabibigo ka na parang ayaw mo na mag-go on or mag-move on, 'di ba? So, meron bang
Mm.
nangyaring ganyan? May na-experience na ba tayong mga ganyan, Jess?
Yes, oo. So, let me share with you a client no that we actually help. Nag-DIY siya, do it yourself
Hmm,
application, na refused siya for the first time and decided nga after the refusal to hire our team, Miss Anna. So
oh,
siya si
okay.
Vivian from Dubai. So allow me to share her story. Vivian submitted her applications on her own on March 17, 2022. But unfortunately, got refusal message from immigration. Then
Mhm.
after a month, no, she decided na mag-connect kay Secure Visa. Then by May 31, she got the most rewarding news, no? So na-approve na yung visa application niya with the help of
Oh,
Secure Visa.
oh, 'di ba? It's not the end of the world, may pag-asa pa. Oh, amazing.
Indeed. Yes, of course, no? So, I am showing this to you not to discourage you kasi pwede talaga 'tong mangyari, to any one of us, no? But on the positive note naman nito, Miss Anna, receiving a refusal is not the end of your goal to study and work and eventually live in
Mhm,
Canada. Okay?
tama.
You may see a decline or refusal status as a way for you to correct the previous mistakes or kulang dun sa una mong application. So, kagaya nga ni Vivian, hinay niya kami after we thoroughly review and correct her application, nakuha na rin niya yung kanyang approved visa. Alright? So, bottom line natin dito, Miss Anna, Secure Visa is here to help you. And we will not stop until nakuha natin yung approved visa or permit ninyo.
Yes.
Okay. Now, yung iba siguro ito nag-worry, what if naman, no, for whatever reason, you can't apply for your residence visa in Canada? What are the positive things that you will gain? Okay? The truth is you have nothing to lose but a lot to gain. Unang-una, you have gained a Canadian qualification which is globally recognized and you can put this in your CV. So sabi nga nila, wala talaga makuha nito sa'yo no, kapag
Puwede
meron
mo pa
kang
siyang
job.
puwede mo pang ilagay sa LinkedIn profile mo 'yan, 'di ba?
That's right, no? And it's another thing pa, Miss Anna, you have gained
Hmm,
Canadian work experience, no? And you have gained back your investment because nga, pwede kang mag-work ng full-time after completing the program.
correct. So, ika nga return of investment din, 'di ba?
Yes, that's right. So you may have you may also improve your confidence and also yung communication skills mo. Another thing then, you'll be more competitive in the job market.
Correct. So, after all that's said and done, 'di ba, natapos mo naman yung education mo, na-complete mo yung program mo, you got your diploma, you got your certificate. So, it's still a win. Win-win for you pa rin yun, 'di ba?
Yes. All
Okay.
right.
So, here's a quick summary of what we discussed. Jess and I talked about the 4 reasons why study permit is popular way to get to Canada. So we talked about the PR status, ano bang significance ng CRS scores. So
Mhm.
the 4 reasons, Jess, would you kindly recap?
Yup, sige recap natin. So yung reason number one natin, getting a 3 post-graduation work permit, no? After studying, this is really a huge advantage. Finishing your program in Canada plus getting a Canadian work experience and receiving a job offer from a Canadian employer, this will greatly increase talaga your chances or yung CRRS score mo and eventually receive an invitation to apply for permanent residency. Possible yon kasi nga meron kang post-graduation work permit which will serve as your extension visa. Reason number two natin, Miss Ana, pwede ka ding
Mm-hmm.
mag-work part-time, no? Up to 20 hours per week habang nag-aaral ka. This will give you an edge for having a Canadian work experience habang nag-aaral ka and can lead you to have a full-time job offer after you graduate and got your post-graduation work permit. You also learn
Okay.
that a good references from your previous Canadian employer is very important for you to get accepted to another job, especially kapag tapos ka ng mag-aral. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Reason number three naman, you learn that you may bring your partner while studying. So, even you're married or not married, for as long as meron kayong at least 1 year living together set up, Plus, same-sex partnership is also acceptable in Canada.
Mhm.
Nalaman din natin that the partner can apply for permanent residency, no, habang nag-aaral ka pa. You can also bring your dependent children and of course, ma-enjoy nila yung free education doon sa Canada. And of
Tama.
course, the fourth reason natin is that this is the fastest way for you to move to Canada. Okay?
Okay.
So another thing, we talk about the basic qualification of studying in Canada. So there are no age limit. Wala namang age limit ang pag-aaral doon. But you learn that starting as early as now is an advantage, no? You also
Mhm.
learn that by studying in Canada, this will recover the score you lost in age. Because the higher your age, the less score you get in express entry.
Yep.
Many schools in Canada waive the English requirement. There is no entrance exam, and your previous grades usually don't require unless you are a high school graduate.
Okay.
Okay? Nalaman din natin today that the program or degree that you should study is it the postgraduate diploma, college diploma, no? You learn that studying for 2 years will give you 3 years post-graduation work permit, and also learn when is the start dates of the school as shared by KPU earlier ni Miss Regine, right? And lastly, you learn two major investment, which is for me no, very important to for your planning talaga. The evidence of funds, proof that you can support yourself while you are studying in Canada, and the tuition fee range for a 2 years program. You also learn what are the documents needed to present as your evidence of funds. And of course, you learn that you can use a sponsor to support your evidence of funds then. So
Mhm.
marami ba
Good.
kayong natutunan today?
Oo naman. Ang dami natin sinabi, 'di ba?
'Di
So,
ba? So
yes.
yes. Are you glad that you watched this free live video session from us?
Yes.
Type
Let us
in
know.
yes. Yes, you can type in yes, no? Type in the comment section. Wow pala, sorry. Wow, kung marami kayong natutunan sa live presentation na to.
Oh, marami ba kayong natutunan sa aming mga sharing today and all the information that was provided by KPU? Let us know. Marami ba kayong na-gain? Oh, thank you. That's
Yes, thank
awesome.
you, Joms. All right. Rog, all
Okay.
right. Thank you, Marichu. Wow.
Oh,
Angel,
yeah,
wow.
we appreciate it talaga na you stuck with us and then listen to this presentation. There's a lot of valuable information na makukuha ninyo. Okay?
Mhm. All right. So, do you realize now no how clear and doable this three-step process? Achievable ba siya sa tingin ninyo? Can you
Oo
comment
naman.
yes? Oo. Can you
Yes.
achievable itong three-step process na 'to?
Yes, yes.
Ayan. Can you say yes? All right. We'll wait for their comments.
Oh, yan.
Ayan.
Okay.
Marichu, thank you. Yes? Oo, doable talaga siya, no? Very clear naman yung three-step process natin. So, ayan. So, marami na sa inyo nag-yes, guys. Pero in order for you to succeed talaga, no, you need to focus on the first step, which is getting your student visa in Canada. And for us to do that, you have two options. Unang option natin dito, no, you can do it on your own if you have so much time. Kung mahilig kang mag-research, magbasa ng mga immigration policies, you may do it the hard way.
Mhm, yan yung tinatawag nilang DIY,
That's
right?
right, oo. So, or meron tayong ibang option naman, which is to leave it in the expert, leave it to us.
Mhm. Okay, so siyempre do'n na nga tayo sa experts kaya nga tayo nagtatanong so that we will know the right way to go about it, right?
That's right, no? And if you choose option 2 naman, Miss Anna, no, there are four things you need to succeed in getting your student visa application naman approved. So, unang-una doon, you need to know the right course for your profile because choosing the wrong course will get your application refused or it might jeopardize your plan for your permanent residency
Yes.
application, no? Another thing, you need to know how to convince and explain to the immigration officer why you are going to study or why you want to study in Canada rather by writing the best statement of purpose, no? Your statement of purpose will make or break your visa application.
Mhm.
Okay. Another thing, you need a team of experts that will guide you through this correctly. And number four, you must be engaged in a proven stress-free process. The student visa application can be very complicated and time-consuming, no, Miss Anna?
Yeah.
Especially if you are doing it from scratch and you don't know what you are doing.
Agree, agree.
Yes. So if you are confused right now, got no time kasi ang dami nating busy sa work, no, afraid to make mistakes. May iba kasi sa atin very perfectionist. Ayaw natin na ay ma-decline one time parang mawalan na agad ng pag-asa eh. So you want a stress-free process and if you want a team of expert to help you out and support you when you get to Canada, then I'd like to invite you guys no to book what we call the clarity video call no. Highlight ko lang that this is a free video call with us. So after watching this live session with us with Secure Visa right now, you can click the link on the comment section or go to securevisa.com/book. Free po yan na pwede kayong mag-book ng 30 to 45 minutes call with us para masagot natin yung pinaka questions ninyo that wasn't able to cater today, no? Kasi of course, meron sa inyo siguro baka nahihiyang magtanong or very personal yung mga questions related talaga sa mismong sarili niyong circumstances, no? Sa iba-iba kasi tayo ng circumstances. So I will be waiting to have a discussion with you. Our team is here to have a discussion with you. So right again, no, you can go to securevisa.com/book para makapag-book kayo ng free call. This would be through Zoom, a one-on-one video call discussion. So alam ko right now, no, sobrang dami pa niyong tanong talaga. Kaya naman, this is the perfect opportunity to ask all your questions. Open yung aming calendar. You can book, you can choose your own availability. So you don't want to waste your time. You can call us. You can book a call with us rather and go to once again securevisa.com/book.
Mhm.
Okay?
Okay.
All right. Sige. Can you guys comment number 1 kung okay sa inyo yon that you want to have a discussion, a one-on-one discussion with us?
Right. And again, the link is already there in the comment section. All you need to do, click nyo na lang siya. And then you'll see the
Yes,
calendar
that's right.
openings.
Mhm.
All
All
right.
right. Sige. Let's see. For those, you can comment number 1. Ayan. Zednem. Si Zednem natin yung first viewer natin earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Hi. Thank you for sticking with us until now. Ayan. You can book a call, no, Zednem. You can click on the link para we can have a one-on-one discussion. So our team will be
Okay.
happy to guide you.
Okay. So
Okay,
what do
so
we
what are you going
expect?
to okay, sige. So what you're going to expect ba talaga when we have a one-on-one discussion with us, all right? So unang-una, we'll get to know you, your situation, and your migration goals. Kasi it's important for us to know muna kung ano ba yung concerns ninyo. We'll check the possible level of program and qualifications, um, and eligibility and duration of the visas na pa-acceptable for you and your family. If you have questions about your family migration, we will identify the possible pathway for you and your family then. We will answer all your questions and concerns about your financial and timeline of your migration plans. Kasi kanina binigay natin yung financials, no? But
Yeah.
we did not discuss kung kailan ba talaga dapat mag-start yung process, Miss Ana. Gaano katagal
Mm-hmm.
ba to? Ano ba yung mauuna, visa processing, school registration, or
Yeah.
what not,
Yeah.
no? So, do natin siya i-discuss properly. If it feels like you're a good fit naman, then we would like to know you more. We can discuss to you how our services and can help you further. And if you're a good fit and you want a stress-free end-to-end process, let me introduce to you our secure student solution.
Okay. Ano ba tong secure student solution na to?
All right. So it's actually, Miss Anna, an end-to-end service, no? From educating and guiding you in choosing the right course, the school that is perfect for you. You'll also be the one who will assist you in applying the school of your choice naman,
Yeah.
no? From guiding, creating your best statement of purpose, applying for your student visa in Canada, immigration. And of course, no, to prepare for you to fly to Canada then, to
Mm-hmm.
welcoming you and helping you settle down in your new home. So, kasama nga si Miss Anna minsan sa sumusundo talaga, no, kapag malapit na sa kanya. So, really, welcoming you talaga ng literal. So, also
Oo.
providing guidance in your job hunting and until the day that we can confirm that you are ready to apply for permanent residency. Okay? So,
Mm-hmm.
ibig sabihin nun, medyo matagal pa yung relationship natin, guys, kasi hanggang ready ka na to apply for PR. So even after you study, no, you can still connect with Secure Visa team.
Right. Right.
These are just one of the many services that we can offer with the Secure Visa student solution, no. And we are very proud to say that we can provide all of this in a combination of our stress-free proven process.
Oh, amazing.
Yes. So your dream to migrate in Canada talaga will be a reality with our proven process, no? Our team will discuss our services in details during our free video call discussion. But
Mm-hmm.
again, only if good fit talaga sila, Miss Anna. So like I
Yeah.
said, no, we need to know you first, your current situation and migration goals. Just like our successful clients, kasi who went through the clarity call with us and availed our secure student solution. Okay, so kagaya nito, no? Nandito si Claudette. Yan, dyan sa picture na yan, holding her visa. Her bags are packed and ready to leave or fly to Canada. Currently, nasa Canada na
Nasa
siya
Canada na
studying.
siya. Yes,
Yes.
nandito na siya.
We also have here, Bantog family naman with their happy faces while holding their visas. Catherine got her approved student permit, an open work permit for her partner, and dependent student permit then. And that's Catherine, no? The picture on the right. This was taken in front of her school, sa Humber School in Canada naman siya. So, actually if you will check our Facebook page, nandun din yung testimonial ng family nila, no? So, video 'yon, video
Yep.
testimonial. Yep. We also have here Pam and Romel holding student permit and open work permit naman for Romel. Another client who avail of our secure student solution. Here's the visas of Emily and her family. Emily got her student permit and an open work permit for her partner and student permit for their two dependents din.
Mm-hmm.
Ito din si Carmela, sabi nga dito, age is just a number. Achieve your dreams at any stage of your life. So ayan din si
Wow.
Carmela holding her Canada student permit.
Oh, 'di
No, so
ba? Okay.
hindi hindrance yung ano na, yung medyo off age ka na, no, Miss
Oh,
Ana, kasi
yeah.
wala namang age limit ang pag-aaral eh, no? Continue to
Yes.
learn.
Tama.
Ayan. So, another thing, si Mark Estacio, actually siya yung first client natin sa Canada. Um, ayan din, yung hawak din niya is student permit na kasama pagdating niya doon sa Canada. We also have Fatima, yung na-share naming story kanina. Approved Canada student permit. Ito naman mag-partner but instead of applying for partnership, mas pinili nilang mag-aral pare-pareho. So that's why dalawa
Pareho.
silang na-approve. Oo, si Hans and Nicole holding their approved student visas naman in Canada. Okay, another one. Couple naman si Julian at saka si Anne with the screenshots of their approved student permit and open work permit din.
So, ano bang masasabi natin about our secure visa clients?
Alright, so ito yung mga proof pa natin, no, Miss Anna, that secure visa is a real deal and really we can deliver results for you based on
Mm-hmm.
our clients' feedback.
Oh. So we got hundreds of good feedback from our clients. Napakarami talaga. But actually, di ba dapat kami nga yung nagte-thank you sa inyo because nag-trust
Yes.
kayo sa Secure Visa to help you in this very important stage of your life, your
Mhm.
migration. Then, napakadami, oh. See, pag isa-isa pa natin to, oh, baka tomorrow na tayo matapos. But I'm just sharing with you like all our photos and our testimonials just to show you that, we're really committed to helping you with your migration.
Right.
So, okay. And with that, so going back to what Jess had said earlier, na hindi pa tayo dito tapos, there's still time for you to connect with us for a clarity call. As you can see,
That's
nandito po
right.
sa slide na to,
Mhm.
securevisa.com/book or click on the link doon sa ating comment section.
Mhm. So go ahead, guys. Go to securevisa.com/book, and we can't wait to have a chat with you, no, and help you achieve your goal to migrate in Canada.
Okay. Akalain mo nga, Jess, we're already here at the end of our presentation and we still
Tapos
have
na, Miss
32
Ana?
viewers. Yeah, we have 32 viewers who are still here with us. Thank you
Wow,
very
thank you.
much. And
Mhm.
then for those who are watching this right now, keep following our Secure Visa Facebook page for more
Yes.
updates. And please also share this video when you can. There you have it, guys. I want to say thank you, Jess, for being with me here tonight or this morning, this afternoon. And
Thank you,
then
Miss Ana, despite it's, ano ba, 3:22 AM in
napakaaga pa, guys.
Canada.
So again, thank you. And we hope you get the value from our live session today. So until our next live session, we'll see you then. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.